one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot this.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot this.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
to receive for the Mariners. Good snap. Here's a kick, and it's a low end over end, and it's going to roll on the 40-yard line in Mariner territory and slow down, and finally is going to die.
Yeah, Mariners did a good job of staying away from that ball there, not avoiding the fumble, avoiding the touch. Not a great punt there. We don't have a number for 81 for Piedmont, but that's who punted the ball there. Just kind of punted the ball off best he could, and helped out Piedmont with about 20 yards of field position right there.
So Mariners get set. Nick Canas, the quarterback, set under center. He's going to have 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends in on his formation. Now sending a man in motion. Canas sending another receiver in motion off the left edge. Now it's a pitch towards the left side. Halfback taking it. It's Soto. And Soto going to get pulled down at the 31-yard line. And a loss of about 2 on the play.
Chad Brame on the tackle, number 39, just chasing him down, not letting him get to the edge. Nice tackle there by Brame. Nice recognition by the Piedmont defense there. They had no safeties over the top. They knew it was a run coming. That's got to be good game planning there by the Piedmont coach.
And correct myself, it's actually DJ Sudo, not Soto. And Sudo with the 2-yard loss on the play. A guy they think has a lot of promise. He sat behind a 1,000-yard back last season, and now taking his opportunity here. Really impressed the coaches in camp as the Mariners get set here. It's going to be a second down. And about 12 on the play. Canas set with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now sends a tight end in motion. Canas with the pitch towards the right side. It's Hinton quickly bursting through the line, up across the original line of scrimmage, and he's brought down right around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Jason Hinton there on the toss. Good job of finding a lane and hitting it hard. A lesser running back would have carried that one out a little bit further without knowing where his hole was, but Hinton, nice job finding the hole and hitting it hard there and picking up a solid 5 yards.
So a 3rd down and 8 upcoming here. Canas set under center, 2 wide receivers set. The back behind him is Hinton. Now sending the tight end in motion once again. Canas takes a snap, fakes a pitch, looking left, throws, and that ball is caught down across the 50-yard line into Highlander territory. Is a wide receiver, Rojas.
Yeah, Rojas with a nice slant route there, and nice recognition by Canas there to find him wide open. Defense was playing a little far off on that one. Looked like they were playing a cover 4 defense, trying to prevent the big play, and it ended up hurting them right there. They gave up a big play, and first down for the Mariners.
So the 1st and 10, they are set in Highlander territory. Canas set under center. Again, a 2 wide receiver set. They're trying to get the clock moving. It's still stopped. And finally does get going under 8.5 minutes here. Canas aligning his offense, setting the tight end in motion as he's done on every single play. Canas takes a snap, pitches towards the left side. Halfback juking back across the 45 and hits a sea of Piedmont defenders, brought down for a loss of 1.
That's, again, good recognition there by the Piedmont defense. They saw the snap. They would have been caught in a bad place if it was a fake once again, but good read on the defense there. They closed all the gaps. Running back had nowhere to go, and they shut him down for a loss of 1 on the play.
DJ Sudo, 2 handoffs, 2 losses on the play on his the night so far. Now getting set. 3rd down and 11. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 11. Canas set, 2 wide receivers. Again, they send Fahey, the tight end, in motion. Canas under center, takes a snap, and is going to hand it off to Sudo. Sudo hit again in the backfield and brought down for a loss.
This Piedmont defense is just penetrating. The Mariners' offensive line needs to get it together right now. They're not pushing anybody around, and the Piedmont defensive line owns the line of scrimmage right now. So until things change, the Mariners might want to change their plan of attack right now.
Yeah, linebacker Brian Lee in on the blitz, able to fill up that gap and get the stop behind line of scrimmage. So now a 3rd down and 13 upcoming.
The Piedmont defense wants to be careful not to do what they did in the last 3rd down here and play too far off.
So 2 wide receivers set to the right, and now whistle comes from the Moreau Catholic sideline. And looks like a timeout taken, and that's taken by Moreau Catholic. So burning 2 timeouts here in the first quarter with 6:53 left to play. Still no score for either squad.
Yeah, Moreau Catholic getting kind of predictable there. They've only thrown the ball once. Maybe they saw something in the Piedmont defense there they wanted to exploit, and that's why the coach calls a timeout. Otherwise, maybe he thought his players were a little gassed, and it's a little early in the game to think that, but you never know. It is still early in the season. These players are still going through conditioning every week. So,
yeah, you know, the offensive line for Moreau Catholic was something that kind of came together in camp. It was they had to replace some anchors on that offensive line, did Moreau Catholic, and so they had some young players come in, and they really did kind of put it together. They still think they're kind of gelling and showing so far as the running game having a bit of success here and there, but a couple losses sustained on this first drive. Back from the timeout they get set here, it's going to be a 3rd down and 12 for the Mariners. 2 wide receivers set. I formation behind Canasas. He got set under center. Dropping back is Canast. Looking, firing over the middle. Ball is dropped incomplete, and his tight end gets popped as he was trying to connect with Ryan Gallart.
yeah, it looks like Gallart maybe heard or felt the hit coming because he should have caught that ball. The ball hit him right in the hands, and it fell to the ground, and then the hit came over the top. Safety playing over the top, playing kind of safe. Did give him a good pop, but he still should have caught that ball.
So 4th down and a punt upcoming here as the Mariners set to kick it away. Here's a punt. It's a low one bouncing inside the 10 where it's picked up by the return man. And coming down the right side, it's Meredith breaking one tackle, fighting ahead across the 25. And it looks like they'll mark him right about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, William Meredith there doing a nice job of keeping his eye on the ball, not getting too flustered back there. He let it hop, grabbed it on one hop, eluded the first tackler, and then he had some space to run. So good job there by Meredith.
So 1st and 10 in the first play of their 2nd drive for the Piedmont Highlanders. And let's see what they do to go to work here. Spencer Kim bringing the team out. 3 wide receivers set to the left, 1 to the right, and a single back with Kim set in the shotgun. Kim takes a snap, looking to his right, and whistles come, so play blown dead.
A lot of flags early on in this game. It's a little bit sloppy. You know, a couple timeouts taken by Moreau Catholic.
And a false start going to be called against Piedmont, so back them up 5 yards. It'll be a 1st down and 15 once they march it off.
So both of these teams really still trying to shore up the little things right now.
Well, early in the season, this is what you get before you get into those league games. Teams figuring out who they are and gelling, getting everything in place as far as timing. And we're seeing it so far with these 2 young teams. We saw Moreau take the defensive timeout in the first play of the game from scrimmage, try to get things set. Now 4 wide receivers set on 1st and 15. Spencer Kim set in the shotgun. Taking the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. Looking, firing towards the right side. Ball is up, and it is incomplete. A lot of contact around there, but a good play by defensive back as it's knocked away.
Yeah, Kim just short on that ball. He had a receiver wide open running down the sideline. If he could have just put a little bit more arm behind that, the mystery receiver there, number 81, would still be running. We don't have him on our rosters right now.
Yeah, we'll get that updated. Ian Rojas was a cornerback on the play, but yeah, we do not have the updated roster for Piedmont. We'll see if we can get that.
But Kim doing a good job of recognizing where the defensive help was, and it just didn't show up. It was there, it just didn't show up. So he threw the ball, just underthrew it just slightly.
So on 2nd and 15, Kim sends a man in motion towards the top of the formation. It's Pacheco. As Kim takes a shotgun snap, delay handoff goes to Dalton, spins away from one tackler, then is brought down as he crosses the 20-yard line.
And it looks like we have the name of that mystery receiver, number 81, Andy Slayball.
So Slayball. We had him as number 2 in our roster. He's 81, so glad we have that all figured out for everybody and give Andy some credit if he makes a big play here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen Piedmont come out in that 3 or 4 wide receiver set a couple times now. They're throwing this Moreau Catholic defense off their heels.
And the 4 wide receivers set again on 3rd and 13. Kim takes a shotgun snap, rolling to his left, feeling the pressure. Now he airs it out high and overthrows his intended receiver near the 40-yard line.
Flags on the field. Looks like he took a late hit on that one. No, they're going to call holding against Piedmont on that play. There was a lot of action going on back there. Spencer Kim rolling to the left side, which is his non-throwing arm, and having to throw deep down the left side. You're not usually going to get your most accurate throw rolling that way, but he had a man, just overthrew it again slightly.
So referee conferring there on the holding call, and Moreau Catholic wisely does wave it off to bring up the 4th down, and so we could see Piedmont punting here on 4th and long.
Looks like Piedmont does not know that they accepted the penalty yet, and here comes the switch. Here comes the punt team.
And looks like Piedmont's set, and they're getting ready to punt. Okay, here we go. Slaybaugh back to kick it away. And Hinton back to receive. Slaybaugh kicks it out towards the middle of the field. Hinton able to get it his own 45 into Highlander territory. Hinton breaking it, stumbling at the 20-yard line. Just the punter to beat. Gets towards the edge, into the end zone. Touchdown, Moreau Catholic. And Jason Hinton with a long return.
Yeah, that was a bad start for Piedmont right off the bat. Andy Slaybaugh with a line drive punt right into the chest of Hinton. He got some blocks over the right side, found a hole, and all he had to beat was the punter into the end zone. And even though he stumbled, he did find his way to the end zone. That was impressive there on the return by Hinton.
And so 6-0 here with 4:26 left to play in the first quarter. The visiting Moreau Catholic Mariners on the board as they get set for their extra point attempt.
You know, and the way this game has gone so far, it is still early, only 4:26 left here in the first quarter. We haven't seen either offense really perform very well. This might be a game of special teams today.
Well, you see Nicholas Canast back set to kick the extra point. Canast, of course, your starting quarterback.
Also their punter. He punted the ball earlier for them as well.
And there's a bit of movement up front, and a flag comes in, trying to see if it was a false start or if they did call it on the defense. And a false start, so they'll back it up. So Canast going to get tested from 5 yards further back on this extra point attempt.
Well, usually if a coach doesn't feel comfortable with his kicker kicking a field goal, then they won't let them attempt from this far. But apparently the Moreau Catholic coach does feel comfortable with letting Canast try from this far out.
So here's the snap, and it's bobbled. Canast able to pick it up in trouble, just throws it towards the middle. It's caught by a lineman, and he's brought down. A flag comes down. There will be an ineligible receiver penalty coming here.
Yeah, Dino Granzella just had the play of his lifetime right there, number 65, the offensive lineman from Moreau Catholic. That probably is his first ever career catch, but they're going to take it off the board. Doesn't count for anything. That's a penalty, ineligible receiver, ineligible touching of the ball. And the extra point attempt is no good.
And so with your score, 6-0 Moreau Catholic leading here in the first quarter, 4:15 left to play. And so Highlanders getting the ball back here on offense after giving up the touchdown on the punt. So what do the Highlanders want to try to do on this series?
Well, you know, they want to get it together. They want to complete some of these passes that Spencer Kim has thrown downfield. He's taken some chances. He's got receivers open. He's just got to find them. The Moreau Catholic defense seems to be caught on their heels a little bit in pass defense. Otherwise, they're shutting down the run pretty well. But it's only a matter of time here before one of these teams gets it clicking on offense, because we haven't seen any of that tonight. We haven't seen any offense tonight, except for the one good play there by Moreau Catholic on the 3rd and long that they converted. But like I said, this game might end up being a game of special teams, as we just saw. The special teams punt return for a touchdown, and then the missed extra point attempt. So that could end up being huge in this game.
So Andrew O'Brien set to kick it away to Jake Pacheco and Kyle Dalton. He kicks it Dalton's way, but a bit short. Dalton going to come up, and it's going to roll straight ahead. Diving on it are the Mariners, and a big play for them as they're able to get the football back, and so their offense will have the benefit of a short field.
Ian Roxas just fell on that ball at the 30-yard line. It took a beautiful Moreau Catholic bounce, and there was just nobody there to pick it up for Piedmont. There was one player there. He looked a little hesitant to get to the ball. Thought maybe one of his returners would jump up and pick it up, but nobody did, and it took a Moreau Catholic bounce.
Yeah, he had Dalton behind him. Looked like he was trying to let Dalton come in and let the speedster take it. Unfortunately for him, the bounce went the Mariners' direction. So 1st and 10, deep into Highlander territory. Canast set with I formation behind him and 2 wide receivers. Canast takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Garcia working up ahead, pushes up for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, the fullback dive, good for 2 yards there. It's easy. They're in a good position right here, just outside of the red zone. They want their offense to grow some confidence right now. You know that we can pick up some yards because we're close. And maybe if they can get close enough, they'll try a Canast field goal. Otherwise, we'll see them go for it on 4th down.
So 2nd and 8 from just inside the Highlander 25-yard line. Canast getting set. Split backs behind him, and 3 wide receivers are spread out. Canast set from under center. Flag comes in. Looks like we had some motion before the play. and looked like it might have been on the offense.
Yeah, they're calling illegal motion against Moreau Catholic there.
And so march it back 5 yards.
The referee's getting a workout here in the first quarter. I don't know how heavy those yellow penalty flags are, but they're tossing them around a bit tonight.
And so set from the 30-yard line in Mariner territory here on second down. And called 14 here.
3.5 left here in the first quarter. Let's see what they can get done.
Now Knass set under center. 4 wide receivers for the first time. Knass set in the shotgun with the 4 wideouts. Knass takes a high snap, fakes a handoff to Pseudo, now going to keep it himself up the middle. Nowhere to really go as a defense swallowed up that hole and took Knass down for a short loss.
Yeah, that Piedmont defensive line just penetrated early and hard, and there was nowhere to go. I'm not so sure that Knass was supposed to hand that one off and just decided to hang on to it to prevent any sort of a fumble there. Good, if that was the case, good choice there by Knass. Looks like he picked up a yard.
And so they get set here, third down. And a short 14 here as Knass set in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Knass takes the snap, dropping back, throwing over the middle, has a man. It's complete inside the 10-yard line, a first down.
Beautiful catch there by Nick Wong, just knowing that he had to stop. Great timing on his leap, got his hands around the ball and took it nice, secured it to the ground. Great catch there by number 80, Nick Wong, for the Highlanders.
And a great play.
The Mariners.
Mariners, and a great play there. Sets them up. It'll be a 1st and goal from the Highlander 4-yard line, but a timeout taken here by the Piedmont Highlanders.
Yeah, timeout by the Highlanders.
Moreau Catholic didn't quite realize as they were quickly lining up to get to their next play. Now they head towards the sideline.
Oh, yeah, they were pumped up after that big play. That was a beautiful pass there by Knass. Hit Nick Wong right on the money. Beautiful jump. Great timing on the catch and brought it down. Defenders were there. Just nobody close enough to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, Wong really made a great catch and able to hang on the ball after the hit there right around the 4. And really set his team up well here. They had the 1st and goal from the Mariner 4-yard line as we wait for them to come out from the timeout here. 2:36 left to play with Moreau Catholic trying to extend their 6-0 lead.
Yeah, they'd love nothing more than to punch one in from here inside the 5-yard line right now, because offenses for the Highlanders has looked a little off tonight. So if they can take advantage, put up some points on the board, they could start to run away with this one if things start going their way. Get the ball rolling, to say.
So Knass going to be set under center with 2 wide receivers here on 1st and goal. I formation behind him. And taking the snap, Knass dropping back. Under pressure, throws it towards the right side. Flag in on the play, and incomplete just over the outstretched hands of Ian Rojas.
Yeah, Rojas mistimed his jump there, just like we saw Nick Wong time his jump perfectly. Nick Rojas mistimed his jump. Penalty flags on the field.
And a holding against the defense. So march at half of the distance to the goal.
Yeah, I believe Knass was supposed to roll out to the right on that play, but the defensive line kind of closed him into the pocket, so he just kept on rolling back and then threw up a floater, and he had a receiver open, just the play wasn't made.
Well, the penalty gives them 2 yards, setting the ball on the Highlander 2-yard line. They quickly come up to the line of scrimmage. Knass taking the snap, hands it off to Hinton. Hinton breaking 1 tackle, pushing towards the goal line, but not going to get there, and eventually brought down for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, William Meredith, number 38 for the Highlanders, broke through the defense, broke through the offensive line pretty quick and early there, and the running back had nowhere to go because of him, forced him to the outside, and he had friends there to make the tackle for him.
Yeah, good play by the defensive line and the linebackers for Piedmont's defense so far. Now they get set as a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Again, quickly up to the line. Knass with 3 backs behind him. Fakes a handoff. Now throws the left side. Complete and in for the touchdown as he hit his tight end, Aaron Fahey. And so Fahey in for the score. Now it is a 12-0 lead.
That was great play design. You line up. It looks like you're going to run the ball. You fake the handoff, and the tight end just kind of squeaks out to the left, and nobody goes with him. Wide open. That was just a beautiful play on the offensive side of the ball for the Mariners.
So the Mariners now getting set to kick the extra point. This time they send Andrew O'Brien out to kick this one. Here's a snap, hold is down, kick is up, and O'Brien, the low liner, is no good.
Yeah, he took a strange approach to that one, kind of hopped at it, and the hold was there, but he just kind of drove it to the left. That was slicing left. Again, another missed PAT opportunity. Score is now 12-0 in favor of the Mariners.
Yeah, a minute 48 left here in the first quarter. And so for Piedmont, despite giving up the 2 touchdowns, you do get the big break here. And that those 2 extra points were missed. And so only a 12-point deficit when it could have been 14 points.
Looks like we have a stat correction on the touchdown catch. That was number 44, James Schreckenghost for the Mariners. James Schreckenghost, the tight end, kind of squirted out there to the left and made the catch for the Mariners.
And so Schreckenghost, good play. We'll give him his credit where credit's due. Andrew Bryan set to kick it off here.
Now let's see if the Piedmont return team plays this any differently than they did last time. Any ball that comes out in front of them, they might just have to jump on it, just fall on it.
We see Pacheco and Dalton playing, it looks like about 5 yards closer than they did last time. As Bryan set to kick it off. And this one's a high, short end-over-end kick, this time taken by the Elkman up across the 30-yard line and brought down. And it was William Meredith who crossed it and got to the 31.
Yeah, it looks like the same exact play as on the play that they recovered earlier. They tried it again, and this time Meredith was there. I believe he was also the player last time who kind of just let it fall to the ground, hoping that his backman would pick it up. But he did actually go and get it this time and took it for a gain of, I believe, 5 yards on the return.
And so a 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line, and Piedmont with a 12-point deficit. Set to go to work here. Spencer Kim set in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Setting a man in motion to balance 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Kim takes a snap, and he's going to hand it off. It's Dalton working through the middle. And juking towards the left side, up across the first down marker and a bit more, just shy of the 45-yard line. And a correction, that was actually Michael Tam on the handoff.
Yeah, great run there by Tam. He just he was very patient, allowed his blocks to come out in front of him, found the hole, and just ran. He didn't have to break too many tackles there. After a gain of about 13 yards, he goes to the ground, but great run there by Tam, finding the hole and hitting it hard.
And so 1st and 10, just shy of their own 45-yard line. Piedmont trying to work their way for the first time into Mariner territory as they get set with 4 wide receivers once again. Spencer Kim in the shotgun. Kim sending men in motion, takes a snap, now rolling to his right on the option, going to pitch it out to the right side. It's Dalton. Dalton curling around the 50 and the 45 down the sideline, and he is brought down and right at the 35-yard line in Mariner territory.
Yeah, nice gain of 20 yards there by Dalton. Great decision to pitch there by Spencer Kim right at the very last second.
We do see a flag in the backfield, though, and we see Piedmont heading back, so that might have been all for naught. Let's see what the call is. And it will be against Piedmont as they march it back 10 yards.
And that one hurts because that was a great 20-yard gain there, all for nothing. But a great run, great decision-making there by Spencer Kim to throw the pitch there at the very last second. Dalton on the carry, got to the outside, picked up 20 yards, although, the penalty takes all of that away.
So they're set with the 1st and 20. Spencer Kim set the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Kim takes a high snap, dropping back after the fake handoff. And throws the right side. Pacheco making the catch and crossing the 40-yard line up to the 42.
Another great play design there by Piedmont. They had the outside receivers running 5-yard hooks and the inside receivers running corners, more as a blocking scheme than anything else because the design of that play was to throw the 5-yard hook to the outside receivers and let them run with it for a little bit. Great tackle there made by Moreau Catholic right after the catch, though.
So a 2nd down and 13 upcoming. 3 wide receivers set to the right and 1 to the left as Spencer Kim set in the shotgun. Kim takes a high snap. Now he's going to hand it off. It's Tam working through the line of scrimmage. Breaks across the first level, spinning away from a tackler near the first down marker, and he is marked very close.
That is right on the 45-yard line, which is the first down. No, they're going to take it back to the 44.
So they correct the spot, and that ends the first quarter. 12-0. Moreau Catholic leading over the Piedmont Highlanders. Well, we close out that first quarter. You really start to see Piedmont's offense looks like, despite the penalties, they might be starting to come to life here.
Yeah, you see Tam running the ball very, very strong, very efficiently there for the Highlanders. Great decision-making by Kim. I believe a couple of his plays were quarterback options where he could hand it off, where he could hang on to it and throw. So Let's take a break here. Do you want to watch some more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And, this is a great thing we're doing for the community out here. I love that we can come out to high school games, broadcast them. People across the country can watch their nephews, their grandchildren play these football games from not at home.
Yeah, it is nice to be able to have their families check in on how they play here. So they switch sides, and the the Piedmont Highlanders are going to get set to go to work here. It's going to be a third down and very short. Kim still in the shotgun. He hands it off. It's Dalton. Dalton fighting through some tacklers. He gets across that first down marker. Great play for the Highlanders.
Yeah, that was all Dalton right there. He got the carry. He had 2 tacklers on him right as he got the ball, and he willed himself to that first down. He powered through them, made sure he picked up just enough to get that first down for the Highlanders.
And so Piedmont with showing a little bit of life, which they closed out the first quarter with. A running game starting to get things going for them a little bit here as they get set a 1st and 10 from the Mariner 43-yard line. 4 wide receivers set once again for Kim, set in the shotgun. Now they send Meredith in motion to the backfield. Into the I formation. Kim pitches to the left side, working down the left sideline, across the 40, across the 35 to 30, and hit and knocked out of bounds. Was a halfback, Ryan Ellis.
That's more great, powerful running for the Highlanders, and they're kind of finding a groove right now on the offensive side of the ball. We haven't seen a penalty in a little bit, and the running backs are running very hard and very strong. Offensive line blocking pretty nicely up front, creating these holes, and the running backs just making the best out of their situation right now.
So 1st and 10 from the Mariner 23-yard line. Piedmont getting set. Kim in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers once again. Kim takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Tam. Tam working through the middle, fighting as he drags a tackler across the line of scrimmage, and he got up to about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, nice strong pickup of 3 there for Tam. Again, great blocking up front. Tam very patient, found his hole, hit it, and got 3 yards, which isn't exactly what you want as a coach. You want at least 4 yards on every play, but 3 yards, will take it right there.
And so we get set a 2nd down and 7 coming here. Kim once again in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Sending a man in motion. Kim takes a snap, rolling out to his right, looking for an open man. Under pressure now, has to tuck it and run himself. Brought down in the backfield, and Kim is brought down for a loss. Flag comes in late on the play.
Yeah, not sure what the flag could be. Looks like Kim is in a little bit of pain. He's getting up very slowly. Could be a late hit there.
And a personal foul going against the defense. And so, indeed, I think you're right on the late hit. Kim slow to his feet.
Trainer comes out to check him out. He's waving him off. No, they're going to take it. They have to take him off to the sideline. That's right. Once the trainers come out, they must take the player to the sideline for at least 1 play.
And so Piedmont will have a different quarterback in.
Kim seems kind of reluctant to want to go back there, telling his coach he's ready to go back in.
So you think this is the kind of thing he's going to sit out for probably 1 play and try to get right back in as he gets off towards the sideline.
He's reaching over at his throwing shoulder. Maybe suffered a little bit of a stinger right there.
And so we're going to see Ryan Ellis coming in here, bringing the call into the huddle.
And there's definitely some confusion going on there for the Highlanders right now without their quarterback in there.
So Ellis going to be in a quarterback, not listed as a QB on the roster, but going with an empty backfield and 5 wide receiver set. Ellis takes a snap and looks like it's going to be a keeper working towards the left side. Barrels over 1 defender and crosses the 10-yard line inside the 5. He's finally brought down.
And you got to think that the Mariners knew what was coming there, and they still couldn't stop it. Ellis took the direct snap, ran over the left tackle, and picked up a solid gain of about 5 yards there, maybe 6. They're going to give him 6 or 7 yards on that play. That was a great hard run there by Ellis.
Yeah, spotted just barely outside the 5-yard line as Spencer Kim now back in for the Highlanders. 4 wide receivers set, and Kim set in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. Kim takes a snap, rolling to his right, looking, throwing towards the right side, and incomplete as his man fell down.
Looks like the Highlanders know what they want to do with Spencer Kim. They like to roll him out of the pocket, like to have him throw on the run, and it hasn't worked out for them yet. He's thrown a couple of incompletions doing that, but if they keep this up, I can definitely see him making some plays either with his feet or with his arm. He's very powerful.
As he missed that connection opportunity with Chad Finkel, now getting set, a 4 wide receiver set for Spencer Kim. He sends Finkel in motion towards the right side. Kim takes a snap. Now it's a delayed handoff. Tam working towards the left side, driving towards the goal line. No signal. And no, they're going to, looks like they signal him just short.
Well, they're not going to signal touchdown because there was a penalty on the play, and I think they're going to call it against the Highlanders. There are flags on the field. No. The Highlanders coming off the field. That penalty is against Moreau Catholic. It is declined, and that is a Highlanders touchdown.
All right, so the confusion cleared up. Michael Tam with the 5-yard touchdown scamper. And the Highlanders on the board is 12-6. And now we'll see if special teams can come through for Piedmont, where it's failed for Moreau Catholic thus far. 12-6 your score. They could cut it down to a 5-point deficit here if they connect on this play. Ale Chiodo getting set to kick the extra point. Here's a snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. So 12-7, the Highlanders trail with 9 minutes left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I gotta say that touchdown by Tam, that was a great play design by Piedmont. They set that up perfectly. They've been doing this all game long, where they take the delay and hand it off, or they take the delay and throw it. That time, Moreau Catholic wasn't sure what was coming. They delayed, handed off to Tam. He had some room to work with in front of him and found the end zone. Great play there by Piedmont, and they're on the board.
Yeah, great change of direction by Tam as he went towards the center and he countered towards that left side, and really he just had that great opening towards the left side. After a little bit of confusion with a penalty there, the referees finally did signal touchdown. So 12-7 your score, and Piedmont going to be kicking off to Moreau Catholic for the first time this evening.
I'll tell you what, I bet Tam wants to tell all of his friends about that one. He's probably going to go onto Twitter tonight and set that one out for all of his friends to read. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We had a little bit of confusion as both teams were set up on the wrong side of the field. Referees correcting it now, so we'll get set to have this kickoff here. Gabriel Villarreal back to receive it, along with Jason Hinton. Ale Chiodo getting set to kick it off from his own 40. Chiodo's kick high but short. In comes the receiver and the return man at the 20-yard line. And breaking through the level, it's Hinton across the 40, down the 50. One man to beat. Crossing the 20, and he'll get into the end zone. Another special teams touchdown.
That is just pure speed there by Jason Hinton, and great awareness. He caught the ball. He had a ton of blockers right in front of him right when he caught the ball. Waited for that to clear out, found the hole, hit it hard, and he was gone. Nobody was going to catch Hinton on his way to the end zone for his second return touchdown today.
Yeah, big play and a big night thus far for Jason Hinton, getting the points on the board for his team and being the difference maker here. As now with an 18-7 lead.
And I'll tell you what, that swings the momentum because Piedmont had built up a solid amount of momentum with that long touchdown drive that we just saw. And now the air has just been sucked out of this team as Hinton takes that back for an 80-yard touchdown return.
There's Andrew O'Brien's extra point kick, and this one is good. So that's worked out for the Moreau Catholic Mariners for the first time this evening. 19-7 your score with 8:40 remaining here in the second quarter.
Looks like special teams is going to be the the name of the game for the Mariners tonight, as the offense has had struggles getting it together tonight. And I don't know if Piedmont can come out and continue to just pound the ball like they did on that last drive to get points on the board. You're taking a lot of time off the clock, although you are wearing out the defense for the time that they are out there, and they're going to have that advantage right now. The Piedmont offense is going to come back out on the field And that Moreau Catholic defense is still tired from that long drive that they just gave up the touchdown on. So we'll see if Piedmont can take advantage of that.
And so Piedmont's set is going to be Dalton and Pacheco back to receive Andrew Bryant's kick. And we'll see if they try to be alert for the short kick that has happened on the last 2 kickoffs from Bryan.
You know, I don't know if Bryan has the ability to kick it deep. I think that's just their best play. Kick it up there and see if you can't get one of your guys on the ball. Otherwise, you're not giving up terrible field position.
Well, I'm sure you hear it in our microphones, but the wind is kicked up, and it's actually kicked up in the face of Andrew Bryan. So he'll be kicking right into it here as he kicks another high short one coming in the return man, but it's going to be the up man taking it. And it's Meredith again crossing the 30, following his blockers towards the left side. A good block gets him across the 50-yard line, juking back inside, and finally brought down from behind is William Meredith.
Yeah, great job following his blocks right there. He knew that he didn't have a lot of space to work with, so he took what he could get, and a nice return from the 25 out to the 41-yard line of the Mariners.
And Meredith taking some pressure off his offense now. Good field position for them to start this drive. Actually just shy of 40, and we have a holding penalty called against Piedmont that'll knock them back to their own 45. So not as good, but still decent field position for the Piedmont Highlanders here.
Yeah, I know that's another penalty that takes another big play off the board for Piedmont. That seems to have happened a couple times tonight. They're going to need to fix that before they try to get in the end zone here, because they can't afford to let that happen again. That's literally taking amazing field position off of the board.
Yeah, and that 15-yard loss due to that penalty. So Piedmont getting set up here. Spencer Kim again in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers, moving his receivers around now to stack 3 to the left side. Kim takes a shotgun snap and delayed handoff to Michael Tam. Jukes through one blocker, crosses the 50-yard line, across the 40 down the left sideline, and knocked down inside the 35. Big gain for the Highlanders.
He tried to run through Jason Hinton on that, making the tackle on that play, and he almost did, except for that Hinton got a handful of jersey and brought him down. Great run there. Powerful, fast. Everything you want to see from your running back.
Yeah, and a couple of good running plays from different backs for Piedmont. So it looks like they have a lot of options. A 22-yard gain there for Tam.
And Moreau Catholic came in on a blitz there, so they know they're going to run the ball, but they just got right past that blitz.
So 4 wide receivers set once again. Kim sends them in motion. It's Finkel towards the right side. Kim takes a first down shotgun snap and another delayed handoff. This time it's Ellis spinning through the defenders and crossing the 30-yard line before he's brought down shy of the 25.
Yeah, it looks like Moreau Catholic is having a hard time adjusting to that timing on that play, because they've done it a couple times. They do the delay, they cause the corners and safeties to kind of fall back into coverage for a little bit, and then they hand it off. And at that point, a lot of the defensive linemen and linebackers have already worked their way so far up the line of scrimmage that they're already past the ball carrier once he gets the ball.
And so it'll be a 2nd down and 4 from the 27-yard line. Spencer set in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers, faking the handoff, throwing towards the right side. Kim able to get the completion to his receiver down the right side. Finally brought down, it's William Meredith right around the 12-yard line.
And that is a beautiful throw from Spencer Kim, anticipating the out route there by his receiver, putting the ball out in front of him so he can go get it, running away from the defender, and get a couple of yards after the catch as well. Beautiful throw there by Spencer Kim.
So a lot working for this offense so far for the Highlanders. Of course, the run opening it up for the pass there. Now it's going to be a 1st down and 10 from the Mariner 12-yard line. 3 receivers set to the right. Kim set in the shotgun, takes a high snap and takes a delayed handoff to Tam. Tam spinning away from one tackler, still on his feet, and a short gain for Michael Tam, but all came through fighting.
Yeah, the Moreau Catholic defense now, they're not sure what's happening. The corners go back into coverage, and then they jump up because they see what they think is a handoff. And then you see them fall back into coverage because they think Spencer Kim still has the ball while the running back comes up the middle. So they're not getting a lot of help from the outsides. It's going to be a lot of the linemen and linebackers are going to have to make some big plays for Moreau Catholic here in this game tonight.
So 2nd down and 6 from just inside the Mariner 9-yard line. 4 wide receivers set for Spencer Kim once again. Now he shifts a man in motion to the left side. It's Meredith. Kim takes a shotgun snap, rolling out to his left. Good protection. He fires over the middle just behind his intended wide receiver, William Meredith.
And that's a dangerous throw because he threw that ball to Meredith, who was open for just a moment, but he had 4 Moreau Catholic defenders around him as that pass came in there. So luckily, that pass does fall to the ground for Piedmont. But good defense there by Moreau Catholic, not being fooled by the play action and knowing where all of the receivers are so they can have them covered up.
And so we'll see Piedmont here set 3rd down and 6 after the incompletion. Spencer Kim set with 4 wide receivers. He's in the shotgun once again. Now he's going to stack 3 receivers to the right side.
Watch for him to roll left on this one.
And another delayed handoff. This time is Ryan Ellis breaking one tackler in the backfield, fighting upfield into the end zone. There is a flag on the play, though. So we'll see what the flag is about. It came down the defensive backfield. Referees go to confer. And a hold, and judging by the celebration, it's going to be against the defense, and it is defensive holding. They wave it off. Ryan Ellis with the touchdown run.
And it's just another powerful run. We might have to start calling him the tractor because he just took that and plowed his way in the end zone. I'm surprised not even once he hit the line, the goal line where there was a lot of defenders, he still didn't hit the ground. He just walked right through there, popped out the other side. Great touchdown run there for the running back, Ryan Ellis.
And now they'll try to cut 1 point off that 6-point deficit. The Highlanders set. Chiodo's kick is up. It's high, and it is good. So 19-14 with 6:08 left to play here in the second quarter. And the Piedmont Highlanders, despite their special teams difficulty, showing some very good offensive prowess.
Absolutely. Fighting their way back into this game after being down 12-0, being shut down offensively in their first couple drives. Part of that being a lot of penalties. But they have found a weakness in this Moreau Catholic defense, and with halftime 6 minutes away, we're going to see a lot of adjustments made on both sides of the ball and special teams for Piedmont. They need to shore that up. They've given away 2 special teams touchdowns tonight, and they're going to have to find a way to stop that because every time they score a touchdown, they have to kick that ball off to Jason Hinton, and what we've seen from him tonight, he could take it to the house for sure anytime he touches the ball.
And so Piedmont getting set here. They're going to be kicking it off and see if they can shore up those special teams. Chiodo set to kick it off.
Great fight we see here by Piedmont, being down 12-0 early in this game, and they fought their way back. They're back to within 5 points when it did not look good for them early on.
So Hinton and Villarreal back from Moreau Catholic. Chiodo ready to kick it now.
Chiodo to kick off. Villarreal and deep for the Mariners.
And Chiodo with a good long kick towards the left sideline, but too far out of bounds.
Yeah, he got some distance on that one, but it went straight out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and that is an illegal procedure by Piedmont, and that's going to give the Mariners some great field position here with 6 minutes left, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left before halftime. It looks like there's some clock issues. They're going to have to put a couple seconds back up on the board. We're going to be right around 6 minutes left here before halftime, and the Mariners are going to have some great field position, or they're going to ask for a re-kick.
Yeah, looks like they are getting set for the re-kick here.
Fans, we do thank you for joining us here at PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for a Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here.
So all set for the re-kick. Ali Chiodo getting set as they will march off the penalty yardage and puts him back at the 35-yard line. So if Chiodo can straighten that out, he does have a good leg.
Yeah, we definitely saw some distance on that kick. It just it went long the wrong way.
And so still going to be Hinton and Villarreal set to return it. Chiodo's kick, a low line drive towards the sideline, and this one's going to go out of bounds as well. Penalty flag comes in on another legal procedure.
The Mariners might be inclined to just take these, force these kicks further back and back until finally they're kicking from their own 20-yard line if this continues to happen. And even that would set up the Mariners with great field position. And yes, they're going to ask for the re-kick.
Well, you can't blame them with the way their special teams has been playing in this first half. Why not try to get a return, especially when you have the advantage of all this additional yardage from the kickoff?
Exactly, and that's what Piedmont is probably trying to do right now. They're probably trying to kick away from Hinton. They're just they're trying to keep the ball out of his hands, and the ball has gone out of bounds twice in a row now. So we'll see what approach they take now. But they are definitely kicking to the left side of the field, whereas Hinton is on the far side.
And so Chiodo getting set here. They shuffle around. Still a bit of confusion now. Piedmont looks like they maybe said there's a whistle and a timeout called by the Highlanders.
And the Highlanders coach is very frustrated on the sidelines there with his team. They had to call that timeout. It looks like somebody was on the field that was not supposed to be, and that's why they had to call that timeout. But, you know, if you're Piedmont, you want to get this right because, like we've talked about, Hinton has burned the Highlanders a couple times tonight, and they don't want to let it happen again. As we've seen, they've tried to kick the ball away from him, and it ends up going out of bounds twice in a row. You know, what can you do if you're the Piedmont Highlanders right here?
Yeah, you know, I mean, they are taking the right approach by trying to keep it out of Hinton's hands and kicking it towards Villarreal. Unfortunately, Chiodo just can't seem to keep it in bounds down that sideline. And so, obviously, it could end up being a situation of great starting field position for Moreau Catholic.
And then after 2 kickoffs, I don't understand how you have a problem with your kickoff team with a substitution problem on the 3rd attempt in a row. But that's what happened for Piedmont there. And so it looks like they've got it all straightened out now, but they have burned their 2nd timeout of this half. Each team with 1 timeout left.
So with 5:49 remaining, we'll see Chiodo getting set to kick it once again. And this one's a low liner towards the middle. The up man just dives on it and has his teammate dive on him to keep him down.
Just trying to make sure that that ball doesn't pop out there. Looks like number 23, Rojas fell on the ball. I'm not sure if he accidentally fell to the ground or if he intentionally caught the ball and just decided to take it to the ground.
Yeah, from my vantage point, it seemed like it was intentional. He just wanted to dive and take the good field position and make sure he did secure that ball.
And then Ryan Gallart, his teammate, number 3, just came in there to make sure that ball wasn't going to go anywhere. I guess that's good security there if you're the Mariners.
As they get set from their own 48-yard line, a 1st down and 10. Knass set under center. 2 wide receivers and a single I formations behind him. Knass takes a snap, hands it off up the middle, and working across up to the 45-yard line was his halfback.
Christopher Garcia, looks like.
And Garcia getting it up to the 45, and just inside to actually where they'll spot him at the 44-yard line.
Dragging defenders with him for about 3 or 4 yards, making sure he gets those extra yards. You know, you got to think, it's been a while since we've seen this Mariners offense out on the field. They might be a little cold. Same for the Highlanders defense. Let's see if they can put anything together here.
So again, set with the I formation, Knass under center. 2nd down and call it a long one. Knass takes the snap, fakes a handoff, going to keep it himself. He gets across the line of scrimmage and the 1st down marker before he's brought down near the 40.
Yeah, it looks like he had the option for the dive up the middle, and then he had another option to sweep it out to the left. Instead, he faked the dive and took it up the middle himself for the 1st down run.
And so we're waiting for the chain gang to get set up here on this 1st down and 10 from the Highlander 40-yard line.
But you got to think momentum is on Piedmont's side right now. The defense has got to be pumped up. They've had a lot of time to rest on the sidelines, and they're ready to make a play.
So Knass set under center, single back behind him with 2 wide receivers. Knass takes a snap, dropping back, pressure coming. He's able to unload it, but tipped away by Ryan Ellis and incomplete in the backfield.
Very lucky that Ryan Ellis didn't get his hands around that one. Otherwise, he was gone for 6. Nobody near him. Bad decision there by Knass. I saw what he was trying to do. He's just got to put a little bit more air under that ball to get it to the running back in the flat over the left side, but he put it on a line. Ryan Ellis saw what was happening, got his hands on the ball. Oh, man, I bet he wishes he got his hands on that one because he was gone. Nobody was going to catch him.
A very easy 7 if he was able to get there, but unfortunately only able to get one hand on that ball and knock it away. Knass had to unload it in a hurry with the pressure, and now gets set here. 2nd down and 10. I formation behind him. As Knass taking his time, gets settled in under center. Dropping back, pressure coming, he's hit immediately and brought down for a loss. A huge play in the backfield as he is brought down by Kevin Garrett.
Kevin Garrett exploded off the line from the offense's right side, and Knass never saw him coming. That's not his blind side, so he should have seen it coming, but he was too focused downfield. Luckily, he was able to hang on to the ball, but great play there by Garrett to get in there and make a huge play for his defense. Looks like the running back missed the blocking assignment on the right side.
So a 6-yard loss on that play. And a 3rd and 16 here. Canast setting the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. And we'll see if Canast can air it out here. Canast takes a snap, dropping back. Under pressure again, dumps it off quickly. It's Hinton. Hinton working towards the left side, tripped up from behind, and he is brought down. A big play by Aaron Fahey with the open field tackle.
Yeah, it looks like Fahey just got his hand on enough of Hinton's foot to have him clank together and fall down. Otherwise, Hinton had a long way to run. Piedmont was in a 4-deep defense. They may not have been ready for that screen pass. And if you're Moreau Catholic, that's what you want to do. You want to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker.
And so 4th down punt upcoming here as Meredith back to receive it for the Highlanders. Canast set to punt it away, takes a snap, punts it, and it's going to go end over end towards the sideline inside the 20, takes a bounce back towards the Mariners as they're able to stop it and around the 18-yard line.
That's a great punt there by Canast. He knows he doesn't want to kick it to Meredith, and he knows there's plenty of room over to the right side if he just kind of pooches it over that way, and it's definitely probably going to take a good hop for him, and that's exactly what it did. Bounced right at the 15 and downed at the 16 or 17-yard line.
And so now Piedmont going to go to work there. A 5-point deficit here in 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now those timeouts they burned could come in and be a factor as they seem to have most of their success on the ground.
Exactly, and for both teams. Moreau Catholic might want to make a couple adjustments here and there, and they can't do that without some timeouts.
And so 1st down shotgun snap. Kim with a little bit of pressure as he's rolling to the right, breaks through one line, now just has to throw it, and it's just short of his intended receiver, incomplete.
And that was a desperation chuck there by Spencer Kim. He had nowhere to go. He dropped back. His first option was not open. Decided to hang on to the ball, roll right a little bit, and the defense was all over him. Not a good decision to throw the ball there. You might want to go down with that one. Kind of lucky that it wasn't taken away from him.
As Andy Slaybaugh was the intended receiver, he was way short there on that short pass. And so now 2nd down and 10. Again, Kim with 4 wide receivers setting the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. It's Finkel. Kim now shifts his halfback to the right side and takes a snap. Hands it off to Dalton. Dalton working towards the left side. Brought down from behind for a loss.
Great play there by Ryan Goulart for the Mariners. Got in the backfield, wrapped him up, and brought him down for a big loss on the play. That's a big play for Catholic Moreau's defense. A big confidence builder for them, and they needed it right there.
So clock continuing to move here towards 2.5 minutes left to play. Now a 3rd down and 13 faces the Piedmont Highlanders here. Remember, they're going to have to kick it off in the second half to Moreau Catholic. Kim setting the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. He's got it back to his right. Sending a man in motion, it's Finkel. Taking the shotgun snap, Kim rolling to his right. Gets the protection, airs it out towards the right sideline, and the ball is intercepted at the 40-yard line. It's Hinton. Hinton working up towards the 35, up to the 30. Still on his feet. He is knocked out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line.
And guess who's there to make a huge play for the Mariners? Jason Hinton just kind of it was almost like a punt return for him. He just kind of had to stand back there and took that floater and got a pretty nice return out of it as well, dodging tacklers as he picked up about 8 or 9 yards on that return. Horrible decision there by Spencer Kim to throw that ball. He felt the pressure, thought he had a receiver down the right side, underthrew it pretty badly, and even if he threw that one well, still not a good decision. He didn't have a receiver open on the field.
And it did hang up there. Hinton able to get a great field position for his team as they get set. It's a 1st and 10 for Canast in the shotgun. Gets the high snap, reels it in. It's going to be a keeper. He rolls towards the right side. Now jukes back in towards the middle. Flag comes in on the play as he gets back right about to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard on it.
Yeah, and the offensive line was struggling to stop anybody on that play, and so I would not be surprised if one of them grabbed somebody, and that does appear to be the call by the referees. No, they're calling. Well, I don't want to make a prejudgment here, but yeah, Moreau Catholic couldn't stop anybody on that play. Everybody kind of broke loose, and Canast had nowhere to go. It was a designed run, so not the worst play, but yes, it is a hold call against Moreau Catholic.
So a 10-yard penalty on the hold. They back him up. So.
And This could be a big last-minute 50 here for Moreau Catholic. They want to get some of this momentum back, and if they can put some points on the board here before halftime, that would be huge for them going into the second half.
Yeah, especially when they'll be receiving that kick and could try to extend the lead should they score here. Right now it's 19-14 as Canas setting the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Canas takes the snap, dropping back, and he fires it over the middle, incomplete. Really no one around where he's trying to go.
Yeah, looking for Ian Rojas on that play, was running a post route. I think he was, he threw that pass as if he was going to run a slant. So either the receiver ran the route a little too deep, or the quarterback just short-armed that ball to him. Either way, it goes for nothing. That's an incomplete pass for Canast.
So 2nd down and 20 here for Canast. 4 wide receivers again as he's setting the shotgun.
Looks like they're going to send a player off the field. Could be an equipment issue. Maybe there's some blood somewhere going on over there, so they send him off. It looks like number 54, Kelson Adeni. And they're going to bring in number 58, Jason Majera.
And now a whistle comes, and looks like the Mariners burned the timeout, so probably to negate the issue with Adeni.
Yeah, that would be their last time out of the half. And I think because they called the timeout, they might be able to bring that player back out onto the field without having him miss a play.
Well, yeah, Denny's a good offensive lineman for them and someone they win on in these plays. So they weighed the risk versus the reward there and decided to burn the timeout.
Yeah, and I believe they pulled him out of the center position. So that's kind of a big deal. If you have to replace your center, anytime you have to mess with that quarterback-center exchange, it could be dangerous. Maybe they felt more comfortable having him in there with Canas back there receiving the snap.
Yeah, and so you see those timeouts they burn in the first quarter. This is where it comes back to bite them when they have to burn another one here. Now they're out of timeouts, 1:29 left to play here.
But they're still in good position. You know, they're on the right side of the field. They are in Piedmont territory, and they have plenty of time to work with here. A minute and a half is a long time to work with. So, you know, put a couple plays together, and next thing you know, they might be in the red zone. We'll see if Canas can make that happen for the Mariners here.
So Canas set again with a 2nd and 20. Takes a shotgun snap. Flag comes in on the play as he airs it out towards the left sideline. Has a man, Villarreal, in and out of his hands. Incomplete.
Gabriel Villarreal. I don't know what he was thinking on the play. He ran the fade route. He turned his head, and the ball was already in the air. All he had to do was catch it, and he had 6, although there were flags on the field. But really, that's just you got to concentrate if you're Villarreal right there. You're wide open, ball's in your lap. You just got to catch it and go in for 6 at that point, especially when your team needs it to get some of this momentum back.
And so the false start called against Moreau Catholic is waved off. So 3rd down and 20 upcoming now for Moreau Catholic.
So if that was a false start, the play should have never happened.
In the first place,
should have never happened in the first place. I didn't hear any whistles. I saw flags, but didn't hear the whistles.
So now they get set. It's going to be an empty backfield. As Canas setting the shotgun, 5 wide receiver set. He takes a snap, dropping back. Good protection. He airs it out towards the right sideline. Looking again, incomplete as he overthrew his intended receiver. It was Villarreal.
And there is more dirty laundry on the field.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is going to be here. If it's against the offense, Piedmont will probably wave it off.
And it is another false start again, which is confusing for me. If it is a false start, the play should never be allowed to happen in the first place. Again, I didn't hear whistles until the ball landed incomplete. But again, the penalty is declined by Piedmont.
So 4th down here, and 1:21 left to play. It looks like Piedmont is going to take the shot here. So 4th and 20, Canas set under center, 3 wide receivers in an I formation as he drops back. Feeling pressure, quickly dumps it off on the screen. Hinton goes off his knee pad, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
And another flag on the field.
A very late one.
This one comes well after the play is over. Hinton was open for the screen pass. He had blockers in front of him. He may have been thinking run before catch, and that's why that ball fell to the ground. But he had some room to work with if he would have caught that one. Not a terrible decision there by Moreau Catholic. And the penalty is against them, so that will probably be declined.
Well, looks like there was a personal foul. Might have been at the end of the play.
That's right. They're gonna take the penalty, and the ball will go to Piedmont, and they'll have the ball at about midfield.
Waiting to see when the referees march this all off.
Yeah.
So they did take the personal foul. That'll put them at the 47-yard line.
And that one hurts if you're Moreau Catholic, because you don't mind turning the ball over around the 40, 35-yard line, because that's still a long way to go with a minute 18 for Piedmont. But whatever that personal foul penalty was, it definitely hurt them.
So Spencer Kim setting the shotgun. Now looks like he might be changing the play with his wide receivers. Kim's still running around. Now he shifts his entire offense up. And the flag comes in. Looks like he might have picked up a delay of game. We'll see what the official call is.
I like the recognition there by Spencer Kim, however, to read the defense and want to change the play at the line. He's just got to do it a little bit quicker than that. It looks like he tried to change the play about 2 or 3 times. You can't do that. You only have a certain amount of time to get up and snap the ball, and he's got to know better than that.
So they put it back at their own 48-yard line. And so now a first down and 15 here as Kim brings it up to the line. 4 wide receivers, and Kim setting the shotgun. Kim still shuffling receivers around and sends Finkel in motion now. Kim takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. It's Dalton who breaks one tackle in the backfield, breaks another, comes around the edge, gets across the line of scrimmage, now across the original line of scrimmage before he's finally wrapped up. So after all that running around, it actually turned out to be about a 7-yard gain altogether.
Oh no, that was only a 2-yard gain. It looked like 7 because he got the ball. Oh no, you're right. It was
with
7
the 5-yard penalty.
With the 5-yard penalty. It looked a lot worse with how far back he should have been tackled in the backfield.
So Kim getting a call from the sideline here as they try to hurry it up, checking his wristband and getting the call out to his teammates on the offense. They shift 3 receivers to the left now. Kim setting the shotgun, takes a snap, and he gives a delayed handoff. It's Dalton again up the middle, now goes towards the right crease. He's pulled down from behind, close to the first down marker. This is going to be a very close spot. I want to say he got it.
That could be a touchdown saving tackle there by number 15, Brett Chart for the Mariners, because if he'd have gotten past that tackle, he had a lot of field to work with over the right side, and we know the kind of the speed that Dalton has. He could have found his way to the corner there, but great tackle there by Betchart.
Well, Piedmont burns a timeout. Referee's going to put a little bit more time on the clock. It shows 25.4 at the moment.
Right, clock stops after a first down. Apparently the clock continued to run incidentally here, but they will put some time back up on the clock for Piedmont. And, you know, if you're Piedmont here, you're a little torn. You know your running game is absolutely dominating right now, but can you afford to run the ball 2 or 3 more times without getting those first downs, or would you rather throw the ball, allow the incompletion, and have the clock stop? Only 25 seconds left, I believe.
Well, the referee's going to add 4 seconds. Now we're at 29.4.
You got it. You did it right.
So Piedmont getting set. Kim going to be under center. 3 wide receivers in an I formation behind him. Kim going to pitch it towards the left side. It's Dalton again. Jukes one man in the backfield across the 35-yard line before he's hit hard and brought down. And now the referees will stop the clock.
Yeah, at this point, Moreau Catholic kind of knows what's coming a little bit. They know that Dalton's getting the ball back there in the backfield, or Tam, or one of those running backs is going to get the ball. Even in a position like this, at their own at the Moreau Catholic 35-yard line with less than 30 seconds in this half.
And clock clicking down to under 12 seconds now. Kim still shuffling around. They're going to lose a lot of time on this play. Now he gets set. Coming up to 5 seconds left to play. Kim takes a snap from under center. Rolling to his right is going to be a keeper running toward the sideline. He's out of time, and he's wrestled out of bounds. So that'll be the end of the first half here.
Definitely some confusion there before the ball was snapped. I'm not sure that's what Spencer Kim wanted, but that's what happened.
And that'll be the end of the first half play with the Moreau Catholic Mariners leading the Piedmont Highlanders 19-14. We'll be back in a few moments on the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Cruz can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing, and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh, boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve. Championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity. Look for Wallace. No, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace. No better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
To the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dylan, he's got time, steps up.
And welcome to the PlayOn Sports Halftime Show, coming to you from the Witter Field in Piedmont, California. I'm Joe Law here, along with Sonny Bopayari. The halftime score is 19-14, with the home Piedmont Highlanders trailing the Moreau Catholic Mariners. And as we get close to the start of the second half, what do we want to look at from first the trailing home team, the Piedmont Highlanders?
Well, you want to see them get it together offensively. They've done a really good job of stretching out long, grinding drives where they run the ball really well. They run the ball very strongly, but they're not finishing. It's taking them a long time to get from one end of the field to the other, and then there's a lot of mistakes happening. There are lots of missed blocks, lots of penalties. They need to shore all of that up, and most of all, special teams. They need to start tackling Jason Hinton or kicking the ball away from him like we saw them try, but they need to keep the ball out of Jason Hinton's hands.
Yeah, we saw some of that with Chiodo trying to kick the ball away from Hinton when he had those 2 illegal procedure penalties from kicking it out of bounds down that sideline. So we'll see if they're able to straighten that out and, of course, keep the ball away from Hinton. Hinton so far in the first half has been the player of the game. 2 special teams touchdowns, punt return for a TD as well as a kick return for a touchdown. He also has an interception thus far this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. And that interception, he had a nice return on it as well. But fortunately, Piedmont able to keep him out of the end zone on that one, although he made that one interesting too. Definitely, Jason Hinton is the player of the game to this point. He's put 2 touchdowns on the board. He's made a big defensive play, and Piedmont has to be careful. Anytime he has the ball in his hands, he is dangerous.
Yeah, and from Moreau Catholic, you look at them from an offensive standpoint. Really, I mean, the special teams touchdowns have helped them. You haven't seen a great amount of rhythm from them so far, and you really want to see a better performance from them in the second half if they want to maintain this lead.
Yeah, Nick Canast, the quarterback, really needs to start putting it together a little bit. He's been inconsistent with his throws. Him and his receivers not exactly on the same page. He's not making great decisions downfield. We've seen him underthrow a couple receivers. He really needs to get this offense back into rhythm, and they need to come up with some sort of run game. Their run offense has been lackluster so far, whereas, as you can see, Piedmont's run offense has just been running up and down the field, and that's what Moreau Catholic needs in this second half. They need to put some sort of a running game together, get some possession, get some time off of the board in their favor.
Yeah, really, the clock becomes a factor when you see that Piedmont has really established the run thus far in this ball game. And when they're playing from behind, the clock does become their enemy in this situation. And, of course, that running offense will take more and more time off the clock for them going here, especially now that Piedmont is going to be kicking the ball away to Moreau Catholic to start this second half.
Absolutely, and with the lead, if you're Moreau Catholic, what you want to do is establish some sort of run game and get a couple first downs together to start to wind that clock down. Because right now, the clock it hasn't decided if it's your friend or your enemy right now. You have the lead. You want to start to run that clock down. You want to kind of grind it down a little bit, but you have to put a couple first downs together. And Moreau Catholic has not been able to do that yet. That's what they need to do. Get the ball into the hands of their playmaker, Jason Hinton. He's a two-way player. He plays offense. He plays he's a 3-way player. He plays special teams too. So they need to get the ball in his hands, see if he can't pick up a couple first downs, and help Moreau Catholic kind of grind their way to a win at this point.
So we will see here as they kind of finish up the meeting at the 50-yard line for these two teams. And wait for things to get started. Really, you kind of think with the run game, Piedmont has established it very well against the Moreau Catholic defense. What this could do is really start to wear down that defense as well. As long as they are able to keep moving that ball on the ground, it really could become a situation later in the game where Piedmont could try to gain the upper hand with that running game. So, I mean, double-edged sword, as we said, with them in terms of the clock, but it could be something that does help Piedmont control the game.
Absolutely, and that's probably what Moreau Catholic went over during halftime is how to shut down the run, because Piedmont has basically, they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've been able to run, and it's because of some great play design. They have a lot of delayed handoffs, delayed passes that are working in their favor right now. Moreau Catholic defense does not know who has the ball two seconds after the ball's been snapped. So, and they need to start tackling better, honestly. Dalton has been able to run through a lot of tackles for Piedmont tonight. So if they can start to tackle and start to recognize where the ball is at the snap of the ball, they should be better off in the second half, and I'm sure the coach drove that into their minds here during halftime.
Yeah, so I have to correct myself. They actually was a deferred coin toss to the first half, and so Piedmont will actually be returning the kick to start the second half. I'd indicated Moreau Catholic at first. That was incorrect, so Piedmont will be back to receive the kick as Pacheco and Dalton are back to receive.
And Meredith is the up man for them, it seems. Yeah, Meredith is up man. He's recovered a couple of kicks so far. He won't get a chance for this one.
Yeah, as this one goes back and is caught by Dalton near his own 10-yard line. Now he goes across towards the middle of the field, up across the 25-yard line before he is wrapped up. And Piedmont will begin the second half.
That's great coverage there by Moreau Catholic. All the tacklers staying in their lanes and making sure they don't get caught up where the ball's going. When the runner decided to come out to the right side from the left side, there were tacklers there to get him. Great pursuit by the Moreau Catholic kickoff team there.
And so Spencer Kim going to get his team to work to start the second half of this ball game. Shotgun formation as it's been most of the evening. 4 wide receivers. And Kim set here on 1st and 10 from his own 27-yard line. Taking the shotgun snap. Under pressure, throws it over the middle. He was hit as he threw, and it falls well short of his intended receiver on the right side as he was trying to hit Pacheco.
He took a huge hit from the blitzing Christopher Garcia coming off the right side, and he saw him, did a good job of getting rid of the ball. Didn't really seem like there was a receiver in the area, but a good job of getting rid of the ball in a place where it wasn't going to get intercepted either. Great blitz off the corner by Garcia, and that's what you want to see if you're Moreau Catholic to start off this second half. You want to hit the quarterback. You want to let him know he can't just go back there and throw the ball whenever he wants.
So 2nd down and 10. Again, Spencer Kim setting the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. He's just Finkel over to the right side of the formation. Kim still running around, barking out some calls. Now he gets set. Hard count from Kim. Now he takes a shotgun snap and gives a delayed handoff. And it looks like Michael Tam who runs and gets brought down, and maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Yeah, great combo tackle there by number 54, Kelson Adini. And I missed the other tackler on the play. It looks like number 44, James Schreckenghost. They both came together right at the line of scrimmage and shut that play down. And that's what you want to see. Again, if you're Moreau Catholic, that's what burned you in the first half. So right there on that play, it's a good example of them shutting it down here in the second half, which is what they want to do.
So about a half-yard gain, really, when you look at it. So a 3rd down and a long 9 coming here for Spencer Kim. Empty backfield with 5 wide receivers set. Kim setting the shotgun, setting a man in motion. It's Ellis as Kim dropping back, fires over the middle, ball incomplete as he was trying to hit his intended receiver over the middle.
Finkel.
And Finkel not able to get that ball. It was nowhere close to him.
Yeah, Finkel, I'm not sure if he turned around looking at the referees asking for a penalty flag or if he turned around looking at his quarterback saying, where was that ball? But he was frustrated either way at the end of that play. And that's a quick 3 and out for the Highlanders, and that's exactly what Moreau Catholic wanted to do coming out here to begin the second half.
So Piedmont with a lot of confusion there before they shuffle around and finally get set. And looks like they want to take a shot here for on 4th down. We'll see if they're going to try to bluff it or not. Kim getting set. 4 wide receivers. Hinton is still back deep in case they do punt it. Here's a snap, and indeed, Kim gets one off, and it's ugly. It's going to be high. It's going to be short. And it is going to be picked up by Moreau Catholic player at the 35, down the 30, and going out of bounds was the return man.
Yeah, Ryan Gallart was the up man for the punt return team. He was up there trying to block the punt, And that punt only went maybe 10, 12 yards. So he was able to catch it on a bounce, nobody near him, and picked up at least 6 yards on the return. Nice awareness there by Gallart to get that ball and pick up some positive yardage. And now Moreau Catholic, great field position to start here with their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, it was only about 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage where Gallart went out. So now Moreau Catholic will go to work here. Knass set under center, I formation behind him as he's got 2 wide receivers. Knass takes a snap, he hands it off up the middle, and pushing up ahead for a very short game was a halfback. Waiting to see the pile of bodies come off to see who it was. And still can't see who it is. Looks like it was Garcia, Christopher Garcia with the handoff.
Yeah, and Moreau Catholic, this is what they talked about during halftime probably. They wanted to come out and run the ball, get some time off the clock with their possession, under their possession, because they have the lead and they want to work with it. And right now they have a chance to extend the lead, but they do want to take some time off the clock before they go ahead and put a score on the board.
So they come up here, 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain by Garcia. 2 wide receivers set to the right for Knass. He set under center once again. Now flag comes in from the backfield, and delay game going to be called. And so now they'll push it back to his 2nd and 11.
Yeah, bad clock management there by Knass. He's got to know to get the play in sooner than that. You can put a little bit of that on the coach as well. He's got to know to get that play out a little bit sooner. At this level, you don't have radios in the helmets or anything like that, so the quarterback has to physically run back to the sideline to get the play, or a player coming onto the field has to bring the play on, but that was not the case right there for the Mariners.
So a 2nd and 11 here as Knass set under center. I formation behind him with 2 wide receivers. Knass taking the snap, dropping back, quickly throws towards the left side, and it is complete and reeled in for a catch. And waiting to see. It looked like it was Rojas able to make the catch there and about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, beautiful catch going up high. Knass kind of set him out to dry up there. He had to jump up and get it. Knew that he was going to take a hit. Luckily, smartly, knowing he was going to take the hit, thought he might as well catch the ball as well. So he picked up a solid 7 or 8 yards on that play.
3rd down and 2 now set for Knass. 2 receivers in the formation, single back behind him as Knass is set under center. He takes a snap, dropping back, trips as he had his foot stepped on, now throws towards the middle of the field, incomplete as he well overthrew Villarreal.
Yeah, great play there by Knass to not fall down right after the snap. Looked like he may have been stepped on by his center or maybe a guard as he was leaving the line of scrimmage with the ball, but he did keep his feet under him and was able to get that ball out of there. He had a little bit more time to work with, though. He could have rolled a little bit further right, waited for something to open up, but I think because he tripped coming out after the snap, he felt that he had to get the ball out a little bit sooner.
So 4th down and 2, looks like they're going to go for it quickly. Knass hands it off up the middle. The back push forward, and did he get close enough?
I don't think he got it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say he was short.
If anything, he got to the 20, and they needed to get to the 19. Looks like he was short. Actually, they're giving him a pretty good spot right there.
It was Garcia, the back, who took the handoff. Waiting to see where they spot him.
They're giving him a much better spot than I think he deserved on that one.
Well, let's see what the measurement comes. They're going to bring the chains out here.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like he got right to the 20 and then got pushed back hard. But they have the ball there at about the 19.5-yard line, where the first down marker was right at the 19. They're going to go ahead and measure. But that's another example of Moreau Catholic trying to exert themselves as a running team here in the second half.
Well, let's see. They're getting set to measure this one out. Chain is down and just shy. Wow, even with the generous spot, he just comes up short and a turnover on downs.
And that is a huge disappointment for Moreau Catholic. They get some, they get great field position. They get some, they get a little bit of momentum going in their way. They think they might have the first down, and then that's just a huge letdown. But also on the other side of the ball, huge uplifting stand for Piedmont right there.
Yeah, so Piedmont there, a big break then, now a chance for them to see if they can get anything going, as their first offensive series wasn't a good one for them to start this second half. They get set now. Kim going to be under center. I formation behind him and 3 wide receivers spread out. Kim taking the snap, he pitches to the left side. It's Tam following his blockers, jukes one man, gets across the line of scrimmage and pushes up ahead, and looks like he got himself a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, Tam, nice job of breaking a couple tackles there and finding the lane and picking up a good, solid, hard-earned 5 yards there for the Highlanders.
Yeah, Tam really makes a lot happen. You know, that first tackler always seems to be missing thus far tonight, and Tam really getting those extra yardage on what seems like a lost play.
And I think that's what their offense hinges on a lot, is having that running back cause that first tackle to be missed.
So a 2nd down and 5. Kim shifts Finkel over to the right side of the formation to stack 3 receivers there. Kim taking the shotgun snap, and it's going to be in their delayed handoff. This time it's Dalton pushing up ahead. And Dalton got maybe about 2 yards when it's all said and done. And correction, it actually was Tam again.
Yeah, the Moreau Catholic Mariners doing a good job of sitting back and letting the play come to them this half. What they were doing before is they were rushing the line of scrimmage, and on the delay they were getting past the ball carrier before he even got the ball. And so there was only 1 or 2 guys left from the line, or even linebackers, to make the tackle. Whereas now they're just kind of pushing the offensive line back a little bit, but not forcing them back, so they can remain at the line of scrimmage and make tackles when they need to.
So Kim again setting the shotgun. I formation behind him, 3 wide out set. As Kim, a fumble snap, he's able, I think, to dive on it. No, Tam able to pick it up finally, as that ball squirted around for a second.
Yeah, I don't think Spencer was ready for that snap. He was just getting under center, and the ball was snapped. Spencer almost got his hands around it, but then the ball squirted out to Tam, who tried to pick it up and make something happen, but that didn't work out either. Piedmont very lucky not to turn the ball over right there.
Yeah, a crucial mistake, but now they will have to punt it away here.
Yeah, they dodged a bullet there, just like they did on the previous possession with the bad punt from Spencer. But it looks like they're going to bring in the real punter now, see if they can make a better kick out of it.
It's Ryan Ellis taking the snap and kicking a low line drive. Hinton may have a chance at this one. Noah keeps rolling towards the sideline, and he'll let this one go out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great punt by the left footer there. He got I wouldn't call it a great punt, but a very lucky punt. He line drive. They didn't kick it at Hinton, and it bounced out of bounds well into Moreau Catholic's own side of the field. So it's probably what Piedmont wanted to do right there. Remember,
I would say Piedmont, and any chance where Hinton didn't get a chance to turn, they're going to say, hey, good kick.
Exactly.
So
although on the previous possession, the 10-yard punt, probably weren't patting Spencer on the back for that one either.
So now they get set. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for Moreau Catholic as Canas sit under center. 3 wide receiver set this time. I formation behind him. That's Canas, who seems to like to take his time getting settled behind center. Gets the snap, throws towards the right side, tipped and incomplete as Hinton on the swing pass, not able to reel it in.
Yeah, they were looking for him in the flat. The ball was just a little bit too far out in front of him. Hinton was probably better off just letting that one go rather than tipping that one up. That was a dangerous tip there. Luckily, no defenders in the area to try and pluck that one out of the air for him. But again, Moreau Catholic, they know what they want to do. They want to put the ball in the hands of their playmaker. Just didn't quite work out on that play right there.
So a 2nd down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Canast again set under center with I formation behind him. 2 wide receivers set. And Canast taking the snap, going to hand it off. Working up the middle as the back, and not very much doing there on the play. Looks like it was Sudo who had the short gain, maybe about a yard on the play.
Right. And what we're seeing now from Piedmont is that they know that Moreau Catholic wants to start running this clock down. So they're playing a little bit heavy in the box right now. Moreau Catholic has not had a lot of success throwing the ball down the field, so they can bring a couple people into the box and shut down these run plays.
So 3rd down and 8 here, I formation behind Canas and 2 wide receivers set. Canas dropping back, fakes a handoff. A little bit of pressure as he fires, and it's complete. It's Gallard down the right sideline, crossing the 50 into Highlander territory as he's pulled down inside the 45.
And, the big play there was that the linebacker for Piedmont, number 45, Charles Twan, kind of came up looking like he was going to blitz off the right side for the offense. Canas recognized this, and then Twan went out with the running back in the flat, leaving the tight end wide open over the middle to catch that pass and pick up good yardage for the 1st down.
Yeah, set now at the Highlander 43-yard line. Moreau Catholic comes up to the line. I formation behind Canast. Canast sends it back in motion towards the right side. Now he's going to hand it off. Going to the left side is Sudo, and Sudo just nowhere to go. He stopped, looks like right at the line of scrimmage.
Who's announcing this game?
So 2nd down and 10 here coming up.
There you go. Here's the announcement everybody's been waiting for.
So Canas now set under center here on 2nd down and 10. I formation behind him, and Canas dropping back. Throws it towards the right side. It's complete to Villarreal. Villarreal crosses a 1st down marker, plus a little bit more. And the chains continue to move.
And it looks like one of the Moreau Catholic players is cramping up back there. Looks like one of the offensive linemen. Great recognition there on that play. Great route by number 19, Villarreal, for Moreau Catholic. Ran a deep hook route, knew how much yardage he needed for the 1st down. Canas, knowing where he was going to be, threw the ball right there and able to pick up the play. So we have an injury timeout on the field. Looks like number 65.
Dino Granzella.
Dino Granzella is going to come off the field for a play or two.
Yeah, they were trying to stretch it out, and looks like at one point then they'd stretch him out. He just had a little bit of agony there.
Yeah, here in the 3rd quarter with 5:11 left on the clock, Moreau Catholic finding themselves up by 5, 19-14 is the score. And
we'll see here with this 3rd down upcoming, or excuse me, 1st down.
Oh, no, it is. It's 3rd
it
and
is
short.
3rd down and short. A correction there. Here's a handoff going to Pseudo. Pseudo working towards the outside edge, going towards the left sideline. One man to try to beat. He gets towards the corner and gets out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. A big gain for Pseudo.
That's a great run for Pseudo. I think that was meant to go right up the middle, but then he saw that there was nobody over the left side of the offensive line. Took it out there, and with great speed, picked up more than enough for the 1st down.
So they spot him at the 19-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Moreau Catholic here.
And this is exactly what the Mariners want to do. Now they're running the ball, grinding the clock a little bit. We are past halfway through this 3rd quarter, and they still have the lead by 5 points, and they're threatening to get on the board again here in the red zone.
Yeah, it's Canas getting ready to get set under center. He has 3 wide receivers in an I formation behind him, dropping back. Good protection through the crowd. He throws it over the middle towards the end zone. It's Hinton once again, but it looks like they might be waving it off.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by Hinton over the middle to catch that ball. It was a little bit behind him, but I think Canas meant to put it there because he saw the defender coming in over the top, and they're discussing the penalty right now. This could be huge.
And the false start against the offense.
I think they're using that same motion. That's probably an illegal motion by the offense. Otherwise, like we said before, false start, that play should never happen. They should blow the whistle right off the bat. But I believe they're using that motion for illegal motion, and they let the play happen, and that's a heartbreaker. That's a heartbreaker for the Mariners. You get on the board again. You've taken some time off the clock, but just a mental mistake there by the Mariners takes those 6 points off the board. But maybe they've gotten some confidence from making that play. We'll see what they can come out and do here on this 1st and long.
So Canas getting set with the 1st and 15. High formation behind him, 2 wide receivers set. And Canas dropping back. Good protection this time, airing it out towards the right side, and this receiver knocked to the ground. 2 flags come in on the play as he was trying to connect with Ian Rojas, and a lot of contact there, and on a very obvious pass interference call.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Rojas broke out towards the sideline to run that out route, and his feet just got tangled up with the defender, and he just took a dive. He just went down, and that could go either way. That's incidental contact or pass interference. Maybe the referee saw something I didn't on that play. Maybe he saw a defender throw an arm out there, kind of a shove. But either way, Rojas ends up on the ground, and the ball goes by, and they throw the flag for pass interference.
And so now we'll see where that spot ends up. It's like they're going to line them up right at the 19-yard line, a 1st down and 10. Remember, in the high school level, they don't do it at the spot of the penalty.
And now they're inside the 10-yard line, so this is a huge possession here for the Mariners. They want to get on the board. They've eaten up a lot of the clock here on this drive, and that's what we talked about during halftime is one of the points of the game for the Mariners.
The referee's waving the chains forward. They get everything set. So, yeah, spot at the 13-yard line, not the 19 is where they'll get set. Canas set under center. Canas takes a snap. He hands it off up the middle. Garcia breaking through the 1st level. And now a scrum going there near the line of scrimmage. They finally blow it dead.
Yeah, that play did not work out in the Mariners' favor. Although Garcia did a great job of making sure he hung on to that ball because there were a lot of Highlander arms scraping for that ball, trying to get it out of his hands, and he did a good job of picking up 2 or 3 hard yards and hanging on to the ball.
Yeah, call it about 3 with all that when it's all said and done. They do spot it right on the 10-yard line as the Mariners get lined up here. And actually officially a 2-yard gain with 2nd down and 8. So 3 wideouts here after they send him in motion. Canas under pressure, quickly throws to the right side. His receiver dies and cannot come up with it near the 10-yard line as he's trying to connect with Christopher Garcia once again.
Great pressure brought from the Piedmont linebacker, number 37 on the play, Kevin Garrett, coming over the right side from the offensive line and just did not allow Canas to roll out to the right, which is what he wanted to do on that play. He wanted to roll right and find his receiver for a quick pass and possibly run in the end zone, but he never got a chance to roll out there, so he had to throw the ball a little bit earlier than he wanted to, and it wasn't quite on the money. Great defensive pressure there by Piedmont to force the incompletion.
So now a 3rd down and 8 upcoming here. See if Moreau Catholic can get at least the 1st down. Of course, they want to try to get in the end zone where they can here.
They've eaten a lot of this clock up. Now 3:50 left in the 3rd quarter.
It's a pitch to the right side. It's Hinton leaps, and he's pulled down from behind. And looks like he just crossed the line of scrimmage and gained about 1 yard on the play.
And he's not getting up so quickly. It looks like he's in a little bit of pain. May have just gotten the air knocked out of him or something. He's up, he's walking, he's fine. But nice attempt there again. He's really great at evading tackles. We've seen that on his couple touchdown punt and kick returns and his 1 interception return. And right there, he tried to jump over a tackler who might have just caught him with the helmet right in the leg, and that may have caused him a little bit of pain right there. Looks like Moreau Catholic is going to go for it on 4th and about 6 from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, actually inside the 10 there, they're just shy of the 9 as they get set up here. Not a great kicking game we've seen so far for them, so not a real surprise to see them go for it on this 4th down. 2 receivers set to the left, I formation behind Canas, and now a timeout whistle comes in.
Looks like the coach got that timeout call from the sideline, Piedmont sideline.
So Piedmont burns their first timeout of the 2nd half.
Fans, you can catch up with us on the social network. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So as we mentioned, 19-14. The lead here from Moreau Catholic, and the timeout taken by Piedmont before this crucial 4th down play. Really, for Moreau Catholic, they want to at least get the 1st down, take a little bit more time off of that clock. Of course, they do want to score on this drive along with that, but that's probably the most ideal situation, is to just get that 1st down and then take maybe 2 plays to 3 plays and knock it in the end zone.
Yeah, and absolutely, what we've seen in this 2nd half so far is that the halftime adjustments made by both teams have worked out in favor. There have not been any points put on the board by either team so far, although we do have Moreau Catholic knocking on the door right here, 4th down from the 9-yard line. They need about 6 or 7 for the 1st down.
They officially marked on the scoreboard as a 4th down and 7 as 3 wide receivers set, and now a lot of confusion there for Moreau Catholic's offense. And we have another timeout, this one taken by Moreau Catholic.
Yeah, you want to get it right at this point in the field. You definitely, you're 4th down. You have the lead. You're working to kind of grind the clock down a little bit, and you don't want to mess things up here. A turnover in this part of the field can really hurt you. And the way that we've seen Piedmont run the ball in this game, it seems like it would only be a matter of time before they found themselves back on the other side of the field trying to punch one in themselves.
Yeah, so really can't blame them for burning the timeout early here, that being Moreau Catholic, as they do want to get this, get everything right here on this 4th down and 7. Very crucial play here in this ballgame. They're trying to extend their 5-point lead here with just under 3 minutes remaining as they bring it back from the sideline. We'll see how they line it up.
Yeah, at this point in the field, Piedmont kind of knows where this ball might be going to the playmaker, Jason Hinton. He is back in the I formation. He's the deep back.
As they send 2 receivers to the left. Canas under center, throws towards the middle, diving, and Rojas can't reel it in the end zone. Had his hands on it.
Canas threaded the needle with that pass right between 2 Piedmont defenders, put it right on the hands for Rojas, and he could not complete the catch diving at the goal line to make that play. And, the ball hits you in the hands, you got to catch it as a receiver. That's what I was always taught in high school. It doesn't matter if the ball hits you in the hands. It doesn't matter if you have to dive for it, if you have to fall to the ground to catch it. If that ball hits your fingers, you have to reel that in. And so that's a big missed opportunity there for the Mariners.
So they get set. Shotgun formation for Spencer Kim. As he's been most of the evening, he has a 4 wide receiver set. Kim takes a shotgun snap, dropping back. Good protection. Airs it out high towards the right sideline. Has a man going for the ball, diving, making the catch with the flag. Will they rule it a catch? They do. A great catch despite what was probably the pass interference called by Jake Pacheco.
Yeah, that pass interference call, I'm not sure which way it's going to go, but it looks like they're going to call it against Moreau Catholic. I feel like it should have gone against the Piedmont receiver. It looks like he pushed off right at the end to make that play. But it looks like they're going to give it to him. Yeah, penalty is declined.
So the excellent reception by Jake Pacheco and the big first down and some breathing room now for this Piedmont offense. They're set at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, not a great throw from Spencer Kim, but the receiver able to adjust to the ball and make a beautiful play on it.
So Spencer Kim setting the shotgun again, a 4 wide receiver set on 1st and 10. Kim takes a snap, fakes a handoff, dropping back. Great protection once again. Looking for a man, fires down the right sideline, and the catch is made. No, dropped at the last second, incomplete. His wide receiver had his hands on it and just could not hang on.
Charles Tan had that ball in his hands. It looks like it may have been knocked out by the defender as he was trying to bring it down in. I think the bigger note on that play was the hit that Spencer Kim took from Ryan Gallart. He took a shot getting rid of that ball from the backside, the blind side. He didn't see the hit coming, but he does get back up. And that was a beautifully thrown ball there by Spencer Kim, as opposed to the play that we saw before, the terribly underthrown ball that was made for a great catch. That was a beautifully thrown ball dropped by the receiver on the play.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back good throws from Spencer Kim, so we'll see if he can continue some of that to keep this drive moving. Now it's a 2nd down and 10 from his own 35-yard line. 4 wide receivers once again for Kim as he's set in the shotgun. Kim takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Dalton, looking towards the middle, fires over the middle, ball is caught and brought down. It's Finkel with a catch for the 1st down, plus about 3 more yards.
Yeah, nice zip on the ball from Spencer right there. He found the receiver open over the middle, had it on target, got it to him for the 1st down throw.
As Kim quickly coming in from the sideline to get this call, we'll see. I think he does feel like he's got that rhythm now with 3 great passes back to back to back here, moving this drive as they are now sitting 2 yards shy of the 50-yard line to move into Mariner territory. Again, 4 wide receivers for Kim as he calls out the play. Set in the shotgun. He takes a snap, fakes a handoff. Good protection, quickly throwing towards the left side. He has the receiver diving as Meredith, and Will Meredith cannot reel it in.
And these receivers are getting past these corners now, and I think this has a lot to do with the first half play action that we saw a lot. The delay, these corners they don't believe that these balls are being thrown. They don't believe that these receivers are really running, fade routes past them. And it's costing them right now, although Spencer put that ball, it looks like it was almost on the money. Receiver couldn't quite make the play, but what we've seen so far from the Piedmont offense on this drive is they've come out and thrown a couple of really deep balls, and they're really taking shots downfield, which is what we didn't see in the first half from them.
So now once again, Spencer Kim, 4 wide receivers, shotgun set here on his 2nd down and 10. Takes a snap, going to throw towards the right sideline. It's complete to his wide receiver working. It's Pacheco driving forward, gets 5 yards plus a little bit more, and looks like, when all said and done, about a 7-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, dropping down to less than 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, and what it really looks like has happened is Moreau Catholic got wise to Piedmont's running game. They kind of figured that out, and they shut them down early in this 2nd half. And so Piedmont came out and changed their game up, and now they're throwing the ball. And Moreau Catholic is not ready for that right now. They're ready to see some delay handoffs up the middle, and that's not what's happening on the field, and it's costing them right now as they're giving up big chunks of yardage to Piedmont.
Well, again, Spencer Kim will be setting the shotgun. He shifts the receiver over to the left side of the formation, that being Charlie Hanf. Taking the shotgun snap, Kim now with a delay handoff is Dalton, but it was sniffed out by the Moreau defense, and stopped shy, about a yard loss on the play.
Yeah, and Christopher Garcia is pumped up right now for making that tackle at near the line of scrimmage on really what was a great play, great recognition by him, not getting fooled there by the delay handoff. They went back to it again, Piedmont did not work out in their favor, but Now this Piedmont offense has become unpredictable. Whereas they were predictable in the first half and early on in this third quarter, they have taken a couple shots deep downfield, and Moreau Catholic really has to be careful. This is 4th down now.
And they do have Ellis in there, so it looks like we may see the punt as they tried to bluff it was Kim before. Ellis quickly has to get away a punt. It's a bad one, but it takes a great roll. Ball is going to move all the way down inside the 20-yard line before it is down. So a big stroke of luck for the Highlanders.
Yeah, he kind of rushed to get that kickoff. He felt some pressure, and he just hit a straight line drive right through the middle of the line of scrimmage. And I think what happened was it may have touched a Moreau Catholic player, and that's why you saw a bunch of the Moreau Catholic players trying to run that ball down and get on top of it. They did not want to have a situation where the ball tipped off one of their shoulder pads and Piedmont got possession deep inside of their territory.
And so Moreau Catholic going to work. 1st and 10 from their own 19 is where they spot it.
Yeah, it's a long field to work with, especially with the lack of success they have had offensively in this game. And Piedmont feels good about having them in this position right now. They're going to have to make a couple of big plays to get back to where they want to be.
And a long time coming out of the huddle here. Now they get themselves up to the line. And a whistle from the sideline. And I believe a timeout called. And yes, Moreau Catholic, with the clock winding down, did take a timeout here with 31 seconds remaining. 19-14 your score.
Yeah, I want to take this opportunity. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're watching here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, check out playonsports.com/SBP. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of families that are really happy, really glad that we're doing these broadcasts, because if you're a family member from across the country, you can be watching, a nephew or a family friend or a grandchild playing here on this field tonight, and you could be hanging out at home in New York, for example.
Yeah, it is great that it does shorten the distance there and let these families connect. A little bit of a wind picking up again here, as it's been a pretty cool night here in the Bay Area. As Moreau Catholic getting set to go to work here. 1st and 10 coming out of the timeout. Ball on their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, can we roll up the windows, please? It's getting a little chilly up here.
Definitely cooled down here in the second half. 4 wide receivers set for Canas, set in the shotgun. Canas takes a high snap, and he's going to hand off to Pseudo. Pseudo hit immediately as he got the handoff and brought down for a loss.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of defenders, Kevin Garrett, along with another Piedmont defender in the backfield to make the tackle right as the running back received the handoff. So nothing doing there. And hey, look, Moreau Catholic in a hurry-up offense.
As they get set after the 5-yard loss. 2nd down and 15. Canas set in the shotgun. Again with 4 wide receivers. He takes a snap, dropping back. Plenty of time now, fires it over the middle. Ball is caught and brought down is his wide receiver right at the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Jason Hinton once again.
That is a beautiful play made by both the receiver and quarterback, both on the same page. Hinton has to reach out over the middle and catch that ball with his hands, and that's exactly what he does. He doesn't allow it to come into his body. He makes a beautiful catch over the middle and a huge 1st down for Moreau Catholic.
And you look at that play and you think back to the touchdown that got waved off, that pass to Hinton over the middle, and it was basically the exact same play. They saw that was open and working, and so they went to it right here for the great success of 1st down just across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and as we head into the 4th quarter, oh, no, it looks like they took that play off the board as well. There was a penalty, and they're not going to move that ball. They're going to move it backwards. Illegal formation, I believe, is the call against Moreau Catholic.
Well, we were moving into the 4th quarter. The scoreboard was not caught up to the play as they moved on to the 4th quarter, so they're going to play this to start the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, that is correct. They are going to allow that play to have run off the end of the third. No, we are back in the 3rd quarter. The players did not switch sides of the field, so they're going to play one more play here in the 3rd quarter.
On a 2nd down and 20 here with no time on the clock. So taking the shotgun snap is Canas with 4 wide receivers. Good protection, airs it out towards the right side, looking for Villarreal. Villarreal turns, and Meredith able to break it up.
Yeah, Canas threw that ball at the back shoulder where Villarreal was looking for it at his inside shoulder, and that play did not work out in either of their favor, although it's a long incompletion for Moreau. And that's got to hurt, especially after the first down catch made by Jason Hinton on the play previous to that. And that is officially the end of the third quarter.
And so they'll switch sides here. And really, I mean, for all the scoring that took place in the first half, that third quarter felt like it had almost most of the action of this ball game. A lot of back and forth, a lot of fighting between these two teams, but the defense is seeming to respond at just the right times.
Absolutely. It all comes back down to halftime adjustments that both teams made. Both coaches on either side of the field making great adjustments to the other team. And really what we saw, what was working for each team in the first half was not working for that team, for either team in the second half. Great special teams play by Moreau Catholic in the first two quarters did not equate in the third quarter because Piedmont made all the correct adjustments, and Piedmont's running the ball, which they had a lot of success with in the first two quarters. That didn't happen in the third quarter because Moreau Catholic made all the right adjustments. So really, it's a chess game at this point. Which team is going to be able to make the most important adjustment that's going to make the big difference here in this fourth quarter after a scoreless third?
And, you know, Piedmont really did a great job in that passing game. We're able to move the ball pretty well there in that third quarter. We'll see if they'll be able to get to that when they get the ball back on offense. For now, it's set up as a third down and 20.
Yeah, we really did see Piedmont come out and just chuck the ball around like it was like they were out here playing street football, and it worked out in their favor a couple times and a couple of closer plays, and they might be on the board again.
So third down and 20 from their own 10-yard line. Canas taking the shotgun snap with four wide receivers. Pressure works around him. He's able to air it out towards the sideline. The catch made, and going out of bounds was his wide receiver as he connected with Jason Hinton.
That was a beautiful catch at the sideline made by Justin Hinton. It looks like he's also suffering from cramps right now. That can't be anything too serious. He's stretching out his leg right there. That might be calf cramps. But a beautiful play. I'm pretty sure he got both feet inbounds from here. And in high school, you only need one. He decided to go for both of them, got them both, made the catch, secured the ball, went to the ground, and that's got to be the play of the game to this point. Huge first down catch.
Well, now you're set with a fourth down and about one.
Oh, my mistake.
Spot.
My mistake. I thought that was I thought that play was beyond the 30. I thought they gave him the first down, but no, yeah, you're right. That's going to be a fourth and short.
So interesting decision is how aggressive does your offense want to be? From what we see right now, it looks like they are going to take that shot. So Moreau Catholic wanting to take more time off the clock.
What really hurts is that Hinton has to come out of the game because of that injury.
And a whistle before the snap. And we'll see if there was a timeout taken.
Yeah, timeout Piedmont. A very well-timed timeout there.
And correction, looks like actually Moreau Catholic was the one that took the timeout.
You're right. That is a very poorly timed timeout in that situation.
Interesting. It was right before the snap. I don't know if the coach saw something he did not like and was able to stop the play there.
I want to go back to the Justin Hinton catch for a gain of 19 and a half, apparently. On top of that being an amazing catch at the sideline, securing both feet inbounds, securing the ball to the ground, you can't throw a better pass than Canas threw on that play. He put that ball only where Hinton could get it, and you got to develop some sort of chemistry with your receiver to be able to throw that kind of pass.
Yeah, Canas, a returning quarterback, had a good year last year, and someone that this team has a lot of faith in. He does move the ball very well with his offense, and we will see here what they are going to do with this fourth down situation. It looked like they were going to run last time on this fourth down and one, so we'll see if they do change up any looks, because they did actually kind of key Piedmont to what they were about to do.
A little bit of a surprise is you don't see Jason Hinton on the field. I believe he's allowed to come back after the timeout was called, but he's not on the field. Their playmaker is on the sideline.
So quickly they come up to the line. Canas hands it off, diving forward as a back. Looks like he got it by about a yard, and a first down for Moreau Catholic, as it was Christian who was able to get in there.
Yeah, all they wanted to do was push the defensive line back just far enough to pick up that half a yard they needed, and they got plenty of it. They picked up a full yard for the first down, and Moreau Catholic will now be able to grind some more time off that clock and see if they can pick up a couple more first downs here.
And I correct myself with Christopher Garcia with the first down. Now it's Canas set with the first down and 10. Under center with two wide receivers. Canas takes a snap. He hands it off. It's Sudo. Sudo working towards the outside on the right. Gets a gain of 5. Now gets past the first down marker. Bowls over defenders. He pushes towards the 50-yard line. And looks like they're going to spot him up just a hair shy of the 50.
That is a great individual effort there from Soto. He got to the outside because the blocking up front wasn't quite there. Took it over tackle over the right side and picked up at least a solid 15 yards on the play.
And you cannot get any closer to the 50-yard line without being on the 50 with that spot. So the next gain of any kind will put them into Piedmont territory as the Mariners come up to the line. Knassett under center, 2 wide receivers. Tight end in the formation, who he's going to send in motion. Dropping back, Knass is going to hand it off. It's Sudo working. Sudo hitting the backfield, and he's going to be wrapped up. And the Piedmont defense gets a stop and a loss of 2 yards.
And now with just over 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, what we're seeing is Moreau Catholic start to play it a little safe. You'd like to see them take a little bit more of a chance right there. You're at midfield with a first down. Although they've had some success running the ball here in the second half, so maybe that's what they wanted to stick with. But, you know, you like to see them come out and throw the ball a little bit. Maybe with their superstar Justin Hinton on the sideline momentarily, they wanted to hang on to the ball, put it into the hands of the running back, and see if they can grind some more time off that clock.
So they spread out 2 wide receivers here on 2nd down and 12. Knass set under center. He's got an I formation behind him again. Dropping back, Knass quickly throws towards the right sideline. The ball is caught by Rojas. Rojas works his way up to about 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and that was a great recognition there by Knass because the corner on the receiver, number 39, Chad Brame, fell down on the play. He was not able to make the coverage because he fell down while falling back into coverage, and that left his wide receiver wide open for the easy gain of about 7 yards on that play.
So 3rd down coming here.
This is a big 3rd down for Moreau Catholic right now.
Knass set under center. I formation behind him once again. Knass hands it off up the middle, and diving forward was his back. Looks like they're going to spot him about a yard shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, just some more power football there from Moreau Catholic, thinking, you know, we only need 4 yards. Let's just power it up the middle and see what we can pick up. Because I think they've already made up their mind on 4th and short. They're going to go for it at this point in the field, in this area of the field. And here they go, hurrying to the line again.
So short situation, it's a handoff. It's Hinton bounces towards the outside and the right, has some
he's
room.
Gone.
He's going down the sideline, no one going to touch him. A late flag comes in and Hinton into the end zone. Might have been a late hit.
This one's going to come off the field, come off the board. I think there was an unnecessary clipping block there by the Moreau Catholic Mariners. It was totally unnecessary. That defender wasn't going to be anywhere near Justin Hinton on his way into the end zone. I don't know why that block was thrown. It was thrown, it looks like, by number 3, Ryan Gallart, threw a very unnecessary block on that play, and that is a killer. If you're a coach on Moreau Catholic side of the ball right now, you are livid.
Yeah, you go from a big gain, the touchdown, and you know what could have been a controlling factor in this game. You put Piedmont, you back them into a corner. Now they take that play off the board, and it's really just kills the momentum.
And that's the 2nd touchdown taken off the board by a Moreau Catholic penalty in this half. You might remember the other touchdown in the 3rd quarter, the touchdown pass over the middle to Justin Hinton was taken off the board because of a penalty, and now that long touchdown run by Hinton is also taken off the board because of another penalty.
So some confusion here with the referees. I think it's with the spot of the ball. We'll see as they go to confer and see what the end result is of all this.
But on the other side of the ball, what a huge break for Piedmont. Moreau Catholic constantly giving Piedmont chances to find their way back into this game, and they really need to take advantage of that now. Piedmont really has to take advantage of the opportunities that Moreau Catholic is giving them.
We'll see what Knass does here with the 1st down and 10. Dropping back from under center, fires towards the right side. Ball is intercepted. Coming back the other way is a defender down the left sideline and getting knocked out of bounds as that ball was picked up.
That looks like number 45, Charles 10 on that one.
Yeah, Charles Twan able to get the interception.
Just in a great place to pick that one off. Yeah, he absolutely was in a great position. Bad throw there by Knass. Threw the ball behind his receiver who was running a hook route. And it looks like maybe Canast was expecting the hook to be turned to the outside towards the sideline, whereas the receiver hooked towards the inside. Ball goes right past the back of the receiver into the hands of Tuan right there on that play. And, well, you know, Canast did make a great play to prevent the touchdown run back on that.
Let's now see what Piedmont can do here with the ball. Spencer Kim set in the shotgun formation again, dropping back, good protection, fires towards the right side. Ball is caught by Pacheco, and he's immediately hit and brought down. We'll see where they spot him.
That is great recognition by the corner, number 23, Ian Rojas, right there. He saw that one all the way, and a great form tackle on the receiver, number 19, Jake Pacheco. Doesn't get much better than that defensively. Great form tackle, great recognition, great defensive play.
And about a yard loss on the play altogether as they get set. Shotgun formation for Spencer Kim, calling out the play to his receivers as he gets set in the shotgun. Dropping back. Kim with time, fires towards the left side. Looking, the ball is intercepted by Jason Hinton. Now it's Hinton coming back the other way. Coming across midfield over the 30, to the 35. Jukes another tackler. Working towards the left sideline, now across the 45, and finally steps out of bounds.
Jason Hinton is absolutely on fire tonight, although you could tell how tired he was once he picked that one off. He was not running that one back full speed all the way, because once he got to this the near sideline, he was jogging out of bounds. But just a great recognition, safety over the top. He was the only help, and he was there to pick that ball off on a pretty well-thrown ball by Spencer Kim. You know, you're going to have to throw a perfect ball when you have a guy like Jason Hinton run around back there.
And so the ball was spotted on their own 48-yard line. And, boy, just when he thought the complexion of the game had been changed and Piedmont could have a chance to strike, a big interception by Jason Hinton sets up a 1st and 10 in great field position as Moreau Catholic gets sacked. Kness under center. Takes a snap, dropping back. He's going to hand off at Sudo. Sudo working back on the counter, pushing his way forward and towards the first down marker. They're going to mark him just about a yard shy, a 9-yard gain on the play.
And this is a big seesaw game right now. Here in the fourth quarter, we've seen a couple turnovers, huge turnovers go both ways. And right now, I'd say the momentum is definitely with Moreau Catholic. You look at the Piedmont sideline, everybody's a little more subdued over there, while you look at the far sideline, Moreau Catholic, everybody's pumped up, excited. There's a lot going on over there right now.
And so a 2nd down and 1 upcoming. Canast set under center. A lot of options in the playbook in this situation. Canast sending a man in motion. It's Garcia, excuse me. Dropping back, they hand it off at Sudo. Sudo's got the 1st down and more down the left sideline. Pulled down from behind, but stays on his feet as he crossed the 30 and got knocked out of bounds on the sideline.
And there's a flag, a late flag on the field. Looks like it might be a face mask. Face mask penalty here against Piedmont, which would add on a nice chunk of yardage to the end of that run.
So referees conferring before they make it official.
But great run there over the left tackle, finding some space. Great downfield blocking by the receiver. And a nice gain of yardage from Moreau Catholic.
So there's that face mask signal. And they'll march off that penalty yardage. And now spotted at the 23-yard line. Deep into Piedmont territory. Mariners trying to shut the door here, or at least make it very difficult for Piedmont in this situation to try to come back. 1st down and 10. Canast set under center. 2 wide receivers. And 2 backs are behind him. He hands it off. It's Hinton. Hinton dragging tacklers behind him as he pushes his way forward. And looks like a gain of about 7 on the play.
A little bit of a taste of their own medicine right there. The delay handoff to Jason Hinton kind of picks up, finds his way, weaves his way through the middle of the line of scrimmage and picks up a solid 6 yards on the play. Running down to about 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, and the Mariners are looking to break the red zone barrier right here.
As they bring it up to the line of scrimmage, 2 wide receivers set for Canast. He'll be under center, single back in the backfield. Canast dropping back. He's going to hand out quickly to Hinton. Hinton hit once, hit twice, and finally brought down. And a loss on the play.
That play was immediately broken up by the Piedmont defender, number 51, Gavin Mosconi. Just came in right up the middle, hit the ball carrier right as he got it, and allowed his defensive help to come in and clean up the mess that he made. But great penetration there by Mosconi to break up that big 2nd down play. That pushes them out of the red zone.
and brings up a 3rd down and 8. As Knass breaks out of the huddle with his team, bring him up to the line. 2 wide receivers set. I formation is behind him as Knass slowly getting settled in behind center. Taking the snap, dropping back, feels the pressure, able to dump it off. It's Hinton running across the 10-yard line to the 5. 2 men hit him. He dives towards the end zone, and they are going to spot him just shy of the goal line. It looked like, could have gone either way from our angle without the benefit of replay.
Yeah, that was a very close play. He got sandwiched right at the goal line, and the referees will put him down just outside of the goal line. That's about the half-yard line right there. I thought he was in. Of course, our vantage point up here isn't as good as the referees have down there, but a huge play. Knass finding Hinton in the flat for that huge gain.
And quickly they come up to the line. Knass going to hand off towards the left side. Pseudo working his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's exactly what Moreau wanted to do. Moreau Catholic just implying just whatever they wanted to do with the ball on that drive, they got to do it. They got the ball in the hands of their playmakers. They got the ball. They ran the ball very effectively. They completed a bunch of small, short passes here and there. Most of all, they looked like Piedmont looked in the first half. A lot of very strong handoffs, strong runs up the middle for large gains, and now a chance to go up by 2 scores here.
Here's O'Brien for the extra point. The kick is up, and he kicks another one wide left, and no good. So his score is going to remain 25-14. So still an 11-point lead here, and a lot of work left to do if Piedmont wants to come back in this ball game, and they only have 6 minutes to do it.
Yeah, the big play on that drive, the 3rd down pass in the flat to Justin Hinton for a 21-yard gain. It looked like 22 to me, almost in the end zone, but he did get sandwiched by 2 Piedmont defenders at the goal line, and he got shut down right there. Fortunately, the Moreau Catholic offense able to punch it in from there without much of a problem. And right now, Piedmont is hurting. They, exactly halfway through this 4th quarter, down by 2 scores. But we've seen crazy things happen tonight. A couple of special teams plays go in their favor, and this game could be turned around once again.
Well, for Piedmont, leading up to that interception, their passing game was working. They had a lot of things working for Spencer Kim, especially in that 3rd quarter. What they need here, they need to score quick. They need to get an onside kick or a big stop from their defense, but they need all of it to happen very quickly.
Well, the problem now is that, Spencer Kim was making some great throws down the field, and passes weren't being completed because the receivers weren't catching the ball. But they won't be able to do that now because I see Moreau Catholic probably going into some sort of a shell of a defense, not allowing deep balls to be thrown over the top with this kind of lead.
So Bryan set to kick it to Dalton and Pacheco. Here's a low rolling kick. It's going to pop up. Meredith going to snag it at the 25-yard line. Jukes outside, and it's still on his feet with a stiff arm. Down the right sideline, has a blocker, works his way back inside, breaks another tackle inside the 30, and finally brought down. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 29-yard line.
And that's exactly what Piedmont needed. Meredith refusing to go down. He should have been tackled on 3 different occasions during that return, but it took the 4th time to almost bring him down to, he almost didn't go down on that tackle either. That's a huge lift up for the Piedmont Highlanders. If anybody's going to make a play now, it's going to be that guy, Meredith. I say put the ball in his hands. He's got you this far. He's made a couple big plays tonight. He's your playmaker tonight. Meredith is the Highlanders' playmaker tonight.
1st and 10 for Spencer Kim. He sends 3 receivers out to the left side after using motion. Taking the snap, dropping back. A delayed handoff to William Tam, instantly sniffed out by the Mariner defense.
And they're doing exactly what we talked about earlier, which is, whereas before they were a little too eager and coming across the line way too strong and way too fast and passing up the runner as they got the ball, now they're being a little bit more patient, letting the play come to them at the line of scrimmage and making big plays. That's a big loss of 4 on that play.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here. The 2nd down and 14. Clock under 5.5 minutes left to play. Kim setting the shotgun. Now he sends his back. Tam out to the right side for an empty backfield. Taking the snap. Kim dropping back. Fires towards the left side, looking for his man. Jumping back. It's Meredith making the catch, working towards the end zone, and he's in. You were right.
Meredith is making all the plays for Piedmont tonight. And another, that's a well-thrown ball there by Kim by Spencer Kim, just getting that ball over the left side. No safety help over the top, and it looks like they're going to go for 2 here to try and pull within 3 points.
That's a situation they have to do it. Things have could not have worked out better for them. A quick score after 2 plays, and they get themselves lined up, and it seems like they might be going for the extra point instead.
Yeah, they're going to, but watch the fake. They do have Spencer Kim out there to hold the snap.
I'll see what they do. Kim's going to hold it. Instead, they're going to kick it, so the extra point is good. A surprising call there when you're down by 5.
Well, 5 minutes left in the game. That's plenty of time. You hope your defense comes out and makes a play for you if you're Piedmont. And if you're Moreau Catholic, you want to come out, and we've said it all game long, but more than any point during this game, you want to grind that clock down. You want to get a couple first downs. You don't need a big play from Jason Hinton right now. You just want to grind that clock out. And if you're Piedmont, get the ball back and put it into Meredith's hands, because he's doing everything. Put the ball in the hands of William Meredith and let him do what he's been doing all night tonight.
Yeah, and the situation here for Moreau Catholic, if there's anything broken big, what you want your guy to do is lay down in front of the goal line and let your offense grind out a few more plays to take more time off that clock. So if that situation comes up, we'll see if the players are smart enough to do that there.
Yeah, but there's plenty of time left on the clock here. 5 minutes left in the game. Piedmont does have 2 timeouts remaining. So, as much as Moreau Catholic coaches are telling their players right now, we have the advantage, we have the ball, and we have the clock on our side, still a lot of time left to play in this game. 5 minutes in a football game could be, might as well last an eternity.
And you look at how Moreau Catholic lines up. Everybody up except for Jason Hinton. They're just going to let him go after any ball kicked back there and try to make the big play on special teams. Let's see how Chiodo lays his ball out. Here's his kick, and it's just going to be a low squibber, going to roll back. Players chasing. It's finally picked up by Moreau Catholic player who dives on it and has his teammate all over it as well.
Yeah, it's a good play there by Ian Rojas, just falling on the ball. Again, playing it safe, and if you're Moreau Catholic, that's all you really want to do. You want to make sure you get possession there, fall on the ball, give your offense a chance to run down some of this clock.
And really, it turned out very well for Piedmont as well. The ball is only at the 25-yard line, much safer than if you put the ball in the hands of Jason Hinton, at least tonight.
Absolutely. Jason Hinton, anytime he's touched the ball, he's gotten in the end zone 4 times. They've taken back 2 of them from penalties.
And we'll see as they get lined up here.
Excuse me, 5 times. He's scored 3 legitimate touchdowns today.
As they get set, the snap taken by Canassi is going to hand off at Pseudo. Pseudo has her hold towards the right side, breaks through one tackler with the juke, and he gets down to about the 40-yard line before he's wrestled out of bounds, and actually they'll spot him about a yard shy at the 39.
Yeah, but bring it back. There are flags all over the field. Once again, I'm guessing that's a hold against Moreau Catholic.
As they do throw it in the area, they throw it in the area of the offensive line, and they do signal the penalty against Moreau Catholic.
And they're gonna take that back from the area of the penalty. 10-yard penalty sets them back at their own 21-yard line. So that negates another big play by Moreau Catholic. We've seen a lot of that tonight. Penalties negating huge plays from Moreau Catholic. Moreau Catholic could be well ahead in this game. They could be comfortably ahead if it weren't for all these penalties they've been committing on these huge plays.
And that's something I'm sure they're going to talk about for the next week upcoming. Regardless of the outcome of this game, they are going to think about those penalties and how that changed the complexion of what should have been a big win for them with how they played tonight. Now Moreau getting set. Canasta under center here in the 1st down and 14. Dropping back. Good protection for Canast. He fires over the middle. Ball's caught by Rojas. He gets across the 40 and forward to about the 44-yard line. Or excuse me, back to the 42 is where they'll spot him. So a big 1st down.
Yeah, in the middle zone of the defense seems to be a soft spot for Piedmont. That's where Canast is finding a lot of his hookups right now. That's where he hooked up with Jason Hinton twice. One on the touchdown that was called back on the penalty, and once on the long 1st down conversion on a long 3rd down. And right there to Rojas for a nice gain, and that moves the chains for Moreau Catholic.
So set with the 1st down and 10 as they line it up. And Canasta under center here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And dropping back is Canast. Feeling the pressure, he rolls out to the right, and it looks like he wants to keep it as he gets towards the line of scrimmage and gets pulled down. We'll see where they spot him, but may have been no gain.
It's a good decision by Canast, although you'd like to see him throw the ball away in that area and not even risk taking the hit, dropping the ball maybe. But you like to see that he doesn't throw the ball down the field and risk throwing an interception there. Overall, you don't lose too much. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It's only a loss of down.
And so 2nd down and 10, it was officially no gain. Canast set under center, 2 wide receivers in the formation and a single back behind him. As Canast hands it off, and going absolutely nowhere was Hinton.
Just domination at the line of scrimmage right there by the Piedmont defensive line. They utterly dominated the Moreau Catholic offensive line on that play. It's almost as if they were not there. They just got through them, and there were three defenders on the ball carrier as he got the ball, and it's not a good look for your offensive line when that happens.
So now with a 3rd down and 13 upcoming here.
Yeah, clock winding down to less than 3:20 left in the 4th quarter.
Piedmont needs to stop. Moreau Catholic wants to keep the drive moving and drain this clock down. Taking the snap is Canast, dropping back, feeling pressure, unloads a screen pass, and it goes in and out of his hands, out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, Hinton.
Teddy Hayfie right there in Canast's face. They were looking for the screen pass, and it was there. The pressure from Hayfie just came way too fast, and Canast did not have enough time to get that ball out of his hands into the playmakers, Jason Hinton's hands, and so they will end up here punting from their own 40-yard line.
And Meredith back to receive the punt this time, so the playmaker thus far in the 2nd half is back to receive the punt here. It's rolling back, and he's going to pick it up at the 20-yard line. Working down the sideline is Meredith across the 35, and still fighting on his feet. He crosses the 40 and breaks a tackle down the sideline, jukes another man, and still stays on his feet. He could go all the way, and what a huge individual play by Meredith.
My goodness, William Meredith absolutely refuses to be tackled here in the 2nd half.
And what was about an 80-yard return for a touchdown, and a huge 2nd half for Meredith. And just as Joey Hinton dominated the 1st half, Meredith takes over in the 2nd half for Piedmont.
There were a couple of great blocks on that punt return, but really all the credit has to go to Meredith. That was a tremendous.
So many times he looked like he was stopped and done on that play. So many times it looked like he was going to go down, especially right around, I want to say, the 30-yard line. He spun off that last tackler and broke it when I was about to write him off as being down there.
Yeah, I thought he was down right around near midfield, and then you see him just burst out of a large pile of players. And then you think, well, there's still one more guy. He's got to get him. He wraps up his legs, and Meredith says, no, thank you, sir. I'm taking this one to the end zone.
So here's a crucial attempt by Chiodo. The kick is up, and he splits the upright, so a 3-point lead here.
First lead.
Correction, a 2-point deficit, I should say.
No, it's a 3-point lead for Piedmont. They are up 28-25 with 2:47 left on the clock. No, you're right. They gave them 2 points on the extra point attempt, so it really should only be 27-25.
So we're waiting here for the correction on the scoreboard. We got a bit of confusion here.
But once again, Meredith, there's not a whole lot you can say. Just a great individual effort, refuses to be tackled. And Piedmont has their first lead of the game here with 2:47 left in the 4th quarter. At one point down 12-0, have now fought their way back to a 27-25 lead. The scoreboard here in the stadium reads 28.
20-25. 28-25 is correct.
28-25.
They were down 11 and they scored 14.
You're right.
28-25.
You're right.
So our confusion here, not the scoreboard, as they get it all straightened out. So
yes, a 3-point lead for Piedmont, and it gives them their first lead of the game here with 2:47 left in the 4th quarter.
And so that 3-point lead, and we've seen not a great kicking game on special teams and for Moreau Catholic, and you think that factors into how they're going to attack here on this offensive drive. 2:47 left to play in this ball game for them. And Hinton back to receive the kick. Chiodo is going to kick it to Hinton. It's a surprising move as he takes it from the 20, working his way upfield through the 40, spins away from another tackler, works his way down to the 50-yard line. still on his feet, finally wrestled down as he ran backwards about 3 yards, and they're going to spot him just across the 50-yard line.
And he is absolutely exhausted right now. He just didn't have it in him to break another tackle and travel another 50 yards, and that's disappointing because a guy like Jason Hinton, you want to see him show up in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left in the game, and you want to see him make that big play. And not to say that wasn't a big play. That was a huge play. I'm not sure that Piedmont wanted to do that. They kicked the ball right into his chest. He got a running start, and really, if this was 3 quarters ago, we'd probably be seeing him in the end zone right now.
So now there's a whistle here as they were getting lined up to the line, waiting to see what the referee's going to straighten out here.
Yeah, the kicking tee was still on the field. They got that off.
So they get that all set up, and now it's going to be a 1st down and 10. And actually was spotted inside Piedmont territory. As Canas gets hit as he throws towards the right sideline, and a big defensive play by the cornerback on the right sideline is broken up by Charles Twan.
Yeah, it's a huge breakup there. Otherwise, the play was going to be made there by J.C. Maroon, number 1 for Moreau Catholic, just running towards the sideline. Beautiful pass there by Canas, but beautiful play made by the defender on the play, Charles Twan.
So 2nd down and 10 here as they get it lined up. 4 wide receivers for Canas as he's set in the shotgun. Trailing for the first time in this ball game is Moreau Catholic as he takes a snap. Dropping back, he fires over the middle. Ball tipped a few times and incomplete, nearly picked off. That touched a lot of purple jerseys before it fell to the turf.
Yeah, very lucky that wasn't. That's not going the other way right now. But great defensive play. He threw it to his single receiver right in between 4 defenders, and that's usually not what you want to do unless you know you can put the ball into your receiver's hands. But luckily, that ball floats safely to the ground. And now with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, the Moreau Catholic Mariners face a 3rd and 10 from the 49-yard line.
As Canas set in the shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers spread out on the field. Canas taking the shotgun snap, feels pressure, steps up away from it, fires over the middle, ball is tipped, and it is almost intercepted, but not able to reel in by Aaron Fahey.
Fahey he's going to be punching himself in the face for that one all night. That one was literally in his hands. All he had to do was secure the catch and go the other way a little bit, but the ball does float right through his hands up into the air, and he cannot secure it on the second chance either, as it does hit the ground. Piedmont's going to take their timeout right here.
And it's a situation where they just want to get everyone in this defense on the same page.
Absolutely, fans. If you're loving this game as much as we are right now, you're going to want to tune in to PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
And certainly glad you're joining us here on PlayOnSports.com. And as he mentioned, be sure to tune in every single week as we're bringing you games from around the country like this exciting ending here we have. 28-25, Moreau Catholic is trailing Piedmont after having led the entire game up to this point. And William Meredith really took control in this fourth quarter. 2 big touchdowns that has put his team up.
Absolutely. Will Meredith just came out in the second half and decided that he was going to take control of this game. And that's exactly what he's done here in the second half, putting his team up by 3 with less than 2.5 minutes remaining in the game. And now Moreau Catholic has to make a big play here from the Piedmont 49-yard line, facing a huge 4th and 10 right now.
And we'll see what they came up with. Of course, Piedmont took the timeout. They were trying to get their defense all set and ready for anything that comes their way. Moreau Catholic set with 4 wide receivers. Canas again in the shotgun.
No down lineman for Piedmont.
And now dropping back, they only rush 3. Canas set, scrambles, throws towards the middle. Ball is tipped and knocked away. And a late flag comes in. Oh boy, a late flag. I didn't see, but there is a Moreau Catholic player down.
Yeah, that's Jason Hinton. Canas was looking for his big playmaker on 4th down, and they threw the flag in the area of pass interference. And that's exactly what it is. That's going to give Moreau Catholic a 1st down.
Wow. And just possibly changes the outcome of this ball game when you look at it. I mean, if it was the right call, then, you know, it was a situation where you hope the referee had it right.
Absolutely. To me, that flag was thrown a little late. It was well after Hinton was on the ground, and I personally did not see where the penalty occurred.
And well, they get set here. It's a first down and 10. So new life here for Moreau Catholic as the Mariners set on the shotgun fast. It's Canast. Stepping forward, now he's going to tuck it and keep it himself as he crosses the 30. Gets hit by several defenders right around the 25-yard line, and they're going to mark him just a bit shy at the 34.
Yeah, great recognition there by Canast. Drops back. He saw a lot of green to his left and decided to just tuck it down and run it. That's for a solid gain of about 8 yards on the play. Canast taking the safe play there. And at this point, you don't hate that play if you're the Moreau coach, because he took some time off the clock and picked up some solid yardage.
So Canast setting the shotgun again, 4 wide receivers. As Canast takes a snap, dropping back. Good protection, throws towards the right side. Ball is caught, working towards the sideline, and wrapped up. They're going to say his momentum was stopped.
Yeah, it's J.C. Maroon on the hook route on the outside with nice catch. Beautiful throw there from Canast. Recognizing the defense is playing back, he can make that short throw long across the field. You know, that might be a dangerous throw in other cases, but the defense was playing well back.
So first and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Yeah, 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter.
And a crucial drive here. Canast setting the shotgun. Takes a snap, dropping back. Good protection, plenty of time. And looks like he wants to tuck and run himself, working toward the sideline, and he gets knocked out of bounds.
Took a big hit at the sideline for number 44, Aaron Fahey. A big clean hit, letting him know, hey, if you're going to run on us, you're going to get hit, and hit hard. Short gain for Canast on the play, but you know, it's better than throwing an incomplete pass over the middle or even a turnover over the middle.
Officially a 3-yard gain, setting up a 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted just inside the 15-yard line. And so, as you said, 1:14 remains, a 3-point deficit, and Moreau Catholic knocking on the door to try to take this game back. 4 wide receivers set for Canast, setting the shotgun. Taking the snap, dropping back. Canast throwing towards the right side. Ball is tipped, and it is intercepted. A big interception for the Piedmont Highlanders, as it was Chad Brame able to pick it off. A flag on the play, however.
It looks like it came after the turnover, so that might be a hold or a block in the back on the return.
And indeed, it is an illegal block, but it doesn't really matter in this situation for Piedmont.
Yeah, they're going to take that. They're going to take that any day of the week. A terrible decision there by Canast. He had a receiver open in the flat, decided to go for the receiver over the top where there were 3 defenders rather than no defenders in the right flat. But it looks like the Highlanders are going to take control here and see if they can finish this game off.
And so they do have some time to run off on this clock. 1:05 does remain with a 3-point lead, as Piedmont is going to burn a timeout here.
Yeah, they just want to make sure they get it right. You know, with 1:05 left on the clock, you're deep in your own territory. You don't want to give Moreau Catholic a chance to get on the board here.
Yeah, in a situation where you just want to take care of the ball, run is probably what you're going to see. And you want to just try to take as much time off that clock as possible without making any mistakes.
Yeah, we did see at one point in this game the center exchange to the quarterback where Spencer Kim dropped the ball. He was not ready for the snap when it was given to him, and you really don't want something like that to happen right now. So really what the coach is telling his team right now is just protect the ball, make sure your quarterback is underneath you when you snap it, make sure, quarterback, you're ready for the snap when it's coming. Just take the ball, protect it, and let's get out of here with a win tonight. A nice comeback win for Piedmont if they can pull it off.
Yeah, a situation here where it's all just about ball control. No matter what you do, 2 hands on the ball when you get hit, make sure you protect it and just go down. Don't try to make anything big happen here.
Well, you also want to make sure you don't go back a couple yards and fall into the end zone. Although that might not be a terrible play for Piedmont, as they would still end up with the lead with some time left on the clock.
I'll say if they do here, they line up 3 wide receivers and go in the I formation, and it looks like a flag comes in.
Yeah, they're going to call a false start on Piedmont on that one, and that one hurts because now it's going to be difficult to down the ball because you're going to be right up against the goal line.
Yeah, now you want to take a little bit of breathing room here, and you might give a handoff here to try to push something up the middle and get yourself a little bit of room on offense.
Or maybe even a QB sneak. We know Spencer has some strength in those legs. Just give him the ball and move forward. Do not make a mental mistake here because you're going down in your own end zone. As Piedmont is up against it right now.
So they get set once again, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. But you expect Piedmont would run it here. Defense bluffing the blitz. And a quick knee is taken there by Spencer Kim. And so the clock continues to scroll down.
There's not much Moreau Catholic can do here with their amount of timeouts. I don't believe they have any left.
So they line up once again, still waiting to take as much time as possible off that clock.
40 seconds and running on the clock.
Spencer Kim sitting now. He goes and takes the knee there.
And that might just be it.
As waiting to see here. They might have to get one more done here.
Yeah, referees look like they're going to make them run one more play. 15 seconds and running on the clock right now. Five. And
looks like they did just have enough time to run the clock down, and so that seals up the victory for the Piedmont Highlanders and what was a great comeback for this team. Down 11 at one point here in the fourth quarter. They're able to fight back 2 big plays by William Meredith. And, you know, you think at this point, really, when we decide about the player of the game in this situation, initially you thought Jason Hinton, a big first half, an interception along with 2 special teams touchdowns, and, of course, a couple touchdowns that got called back, as you mentioned there in the second half. But it was all turned around by William Meredith, a big receiving touchdown as well as an amazing punt return for a TD that turned out to be the game winner and just a big play. And with that, I think we do want to call William Meredith our player of the game.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. William Meredith is your player of the game. A couple of huge plays here in the second half, and I don't think Moreau Catholic was counting on that. They kind of expected Jason Hinton to kind of carry them into the second half of this game and see what else he could do to finish this off. And no question about it, Jason Hinton made a bunch more plays here in the second half as well, just not enough to help his team secure the win.
All right, well, I hope you'll stay with us here on the PlayOnSports.com postgame show as we will have a live interview with our player of the game, William Meredith. That's coming up next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback, a second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's an over the neck call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3 games to 2.
36-35 and driving, and oh, baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive.
There goes a hand up to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wool. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller he stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown, broke a tackle, and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes the snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last
Bullard
minute.
trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3, free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh, no, pass middle, Weimer!
Ball game.
25-19. Foothill wins it 3-1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ballgame.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis.
And back on the PlayOnSports.com post-game wrap-up here, and we're joined by William Meredith. And William, really going into the end of that first half, a game that you guys were down. How did you stay positive coming back to that second half?
We just kind of talked to each other. We said to the lineman, "Are you going to make the hole?" They said yes. Running back, so you can hit the hole. They said yes. Quarterback, you can throw the ball. Yeah. Receivers catch the ball. Yeah. So we just believed in each other.
Sounds like you believed in each other and simplified things, kind of taking it down now. The special teams were an issue for you guys in the first half, and you were able to correct those things. What steps did you take to get that together?
I mean, we know if we kick it deep, they're going to make a wedge. We're not going to hit that wedge. We started squib kicking it. They had trouble with that, so that helped. The punts, we covered just better coverage. That's easy. And I don't know, we had good field position on some returns.
So you take us to the fourth quarter and a situation there where you guys are down 11. And that passing play, you got down that sideline, able to make the big reception. Was there something that you saw that you relayed to your quarterback?
I mean, it's been there the whole game. We just had to connect on that. He's playing off. He's not dropping back very fast. I just knew he put it out, and if I was there, I'd catch it.
And then that final punt return, the one that was the game winner, what's going through your head there? I mean, it seemed like you were down so many times, but able to get through.
I mean, at first, I thought we had like 2-3 minutes left. So I said, all right, no matter what, I'm going to fair catch it. We'll drive down, we'll score. And then before he kicked it, I thought, well, if we score right now, it'll be a lot faster, a lot better. It took a good hop. I kept running. They thought the play was over. And I didn't stop.
That was a really great play. Like I said, we counted you out for a second right around midfield.
Yeah,
we thought
too.
you were down, and you really turned it on there at the end. Of course, a big broken tackles there, and really our player of the game, William Meredith. That is going to do it for PlayOn.com Sports, and we appreciate you joining in. Be sure to tune in next week as we bring you action from all over the country. Good night.